wonder what that sound was, because it doesn't sound like a typical Diet Coke can. Well, today we have a different sponsor of Gabbin' and Gaming. That's not really true. We have the same goddamn sponsor, it's Diet Coke, but for some reason, the store, I gotta turn that off now, I'll go back to that in a minute. The store is out of the cans, so I'm literally, this is what I'm drinking. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I mean, I'm always honest with you guys, but this bottle right here, I can get through in a day. I can get through this motherfucker in a day. Now, here's the deal. Sooner than later, is an aluminum shortage? Is that what it is, Chris? Interesting. Sooner or later, there won't be any more Jaffe Stream mugs to acquire. It'll all become Gabbin' and Gaming. So if you want to get in on a rare deal, these things won't, they're not going to be there for, maybe I'll probably keep them there forever. How's it going? I do drink a lot of Coke. Jaffe, that trailer looked next gen, looked cool. You mean Mark? Which one you talking about? We got some good trailers today that we're gonna talk about. Doesn't drinking a whole 2 liter of your own defeat the purpose of choosing diet over regular Coke? Not really. There's 0 calories in Diet Coke. There's tons of aspartame. There's not even a bad amount of sodium. It's not good for you. It doesn't taste good. It doesn't taste bad. It just is what it is. And I've been addicted to it since I was probably been 11 years old. I've had doctors tell me, go ahead and drink it. You're fine. It is what it is, fellas. I got to lose weight before I worry about my fucking Diet Coke consumption. But, my brother's lost 103 pounds. That motherfucker. Here's what I'll tell you. My sister and my brother both had the lap band surgery. Now, I mean, he lost weight too because they both been working on their, eating healthy and stuff. It's not just that, but he had that surgery and he's also changed his diet. Motherfucker lost 103 pounds. I am proud of him as fuck. I am excited for him. And it makes me go, goddamn, Jaffe, maybe you need to look into that lap band surgery. That wouldn't be too bad. We're going to talk about Call of Duty today. Chris Wilkerson says, Delta Gamer was telling me that Diet Coke is apparently not good for you. Well, of course it's not good for you. The best case scenario is Diet Coke isn't going to kill you any earlier than you're going to die anyway. No one is walking around the planet going, I'm drinking Diet Coke. This is pretty fucking, these are healthy choices. These are adult healthy choices I'm making. Of course it's not good for you. But we're going to talk about Call of Duty. We're going to talk about the price, the trailer. We're going to talk a little bit about the EA lawsuit. I'm going to show you guys all these people who've been not complaining, but begging, asking, desiring a new War of the Monsters. There's a game coming out that I wasn't even aware of. They just announced a new character for it. It's going to be at Gamescom tomorrow. We're going to look at that trailer. Captain Hogwash says Diet Coke is better for you than Delta Gamer. It's probably true. And then we're going to jump into the Dread X collection, which again, if you're not that familiar with it, and yes, the phone lines, such as they are wide open. If you want to call in and talk, the only thing I ask of you is please, for the love of all things holy, do not be boring. Because if you're boring, I'm going to have to, get rid of you. Hang on, I'm trying to get my screen up. 1 minute, fellas. Now listen, Rob the Mod, I don't know if Rob the Mod is here. Let me show you guys something. That motherfucker is in the eye of a fucking hurricane. He is in Louisiana. Let me get this. Let me get this thing to show you fellas. This is some shit going down. Why is that not coming up? Come on, screen. Come on, screen. Okay, DreadX, I love you, but you gotta fucking go away for a minute. Let me get my goddamn screen up. Let me get my goddamn screen up, motherfucker. Is that it? Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, I'm working now. So we're talking Call of Duty, we're talking EA, we're talking Fall Guys, we're talking some trailers, and then I got a couple of interesting things to show you, and then we're going to jump into to this Dread X game. Dread X collection, if you don't know, they released their first one about about a month and a half ago. These motherfuckers work quick, and they have 10 game studios. They're all pretty small, pretty indie game studios. They say, look, we're going to give you guys some ducats. We're going to give you 10 days. Go make the horror game of your dreams. And they put these micro collections together, of micro horror games. The second one's out now. I haven't played it. The guy who worked on the game and made the game Dusk has a game in there we're going to play. We're going to go through the whole thing. I don't think we're going to finish any of them, but we're going to look at all of them and kind of, take a little sample. It's kind of like when you go to the Olive Garden. They say, oh, you'd like the sampler, and they bring you some fettuccine, and they bring you some fucking ravioli and some gnocchi, and of course the breadsticks, because that's all you can eat there. And that's what we're doing, but it's a horror version of the Olive Garden is what I would say. Stefan says, I was in Greece for a week. I'm glad to be hanging with you again. We're glad you're back, sir. Rob, now listen, Frosty says Rob is living through the movie Crawl right now. If you don't know what's happening down there in the bayou, look at this shit. Look at this shit. They're saying this is one of the most powerful hurricanes in quite some time. Hurricane Laura. And look at this. Hurricane Laura Category 5 when it hits land. 20-foot surge of waves in Louisiana is facing a direct hit. When I talked to Rob earlier today, he says, no, I'm planning on staying here. But now there's this new thing that's saying 600,000 have been ordered to evacuate. So you know what? I'll tell you what, I'm glad Donald J. Trump's in office. There's no one I want running FEMA than Donald J. Trump. Maybe he'll go down there and toss people some paper towels and some such shit. They made a new Grease movie. What are you talking about, Hogwash? Grease like Sandy and Danny and Summer Lovin'? I don't think so. I saw that movie probably 100 times in the theater. All right. Well, how's everybody doing today? Welcome to Gabbin' and Games. That's what we do here. We gab and we game. Somebody asked me yesterday on the stream, they said, well, what's gabbin'? I don't know what gabbin' is. I'm like, where are you from? Gabbin' is talking. It's a colloquialism. It's a charming colloquialism that Southern gentlemen like myself use for the phrase talking. Gabbin' and gaming. Oh, he said he was in Greece, you stupid fucking twit. They didn't make a new Greece, you motherfucker. What if the hurricane is bringing a new batch of coronavirus to us? That's not a bad fear. Because, people are evacuating out of Louisiana and Texas. Suddenly they're going to be spreading that shit everywhere. It's a good point. Altered Carbon has been canceled. The show? Well, I never watched it. I'm not. That doesn't mean I'm callous. If you liked it, that's good. It's bad, but it's good you enjoyed it. Not gonna lie, for a while I thought Gavin was a co-host. Mario, you're a stupid fuck, but I love you. Look on your screen right now. I'll tell you what, we're not getting political today. We're not. We got video games. We got horror video games. Some of the best. I love that horror game we played yesterday. Goddamn, I'm looking forward to that thing coming out. We're not going to talk politics, but did you see the kiss last night between Donald Trump and Melania Trump? Have you seen? I'm going to show you the GIF. You got to see the GIF. You got to see the kiss. It's like, look, man, you can love the Donald all day long. Donald Trump. Melania, how you spell that shit? Melania. How do you fucking spell it? I don't know. It'll figure it out. Melania. You know who I want. And then kiss. Here's their kiss. Yeah, awkward moment last night. Melania Trump swerves a kiss. So he's going in to kiss his wife. And like, if you watch all the other, conventions and politicians, it's all smoochy. It's like, look, we're a normal, happy, healthy couple. And some of them are, and some of them are faking it. Donald Trump couldn't even fake it. Melania's like, you can go fuck yourself, motherfucker. Watch this kiss. This is great. Now, I don't like the man. Here's a question. If you like the man, why is this important? Here's why it's important, Captain Hogwash. Let's watch the kiss first, and I'll tell you why it's important. Look at this. He's going in for the smooch. And he doesn't get one. He gets denied. His sweaty orange face. Look at her eyes. She's just like, oh shit. Look at boom. Okay, so here's the question. That's a real kiss. What do you mean that's a real kiss? Here's the genuine question I have for you guys who like Donald Trump. Again, no problem. Enjoy the Trump. Enjoy your fandom. I appreciate that shit. I don't like him, but I appreciate you like the guy. Okay, I don't know what this shit is. Here's my question. It probably doesn't do shit, but doesn't that make you kind of go, what the fuck's going on in that marriage? Does it make it just one more thing he's lying to you about? Or no? Do you look at Donald Trump and his marriage and say, no, he's in a happy, fucking healthy marriage. He's got a kid. He's got an attractive wife. They just kind of missed each other's lips last night. Or are you like, dude, I don't give a fuck who he kisses? Tortured says Trump is a ball bag. I don't know what that is. Muggin says she's definitely unhappy, I feel like. Sure, that's true. 9 Lives doesn't give a fuck. Captain Hogwash doesn't give a fuck. Yeah, probably not. I mean, it's nobody's business. I don't give a fuck either. It's just interesting. Trump save everything for the bed. Yeah. Antonio says Trump saves it all for bed. Yeah. Can you imagine getting into bed with that man? Goodness gracious. Somebody paid you $1 million and said you had to have sexual relations for one night. It's like that movie Indecent Proposal with Demi Moore and Woody Harrelson. Somebody says, do inflation. Somebody pays you $100 million. I'd do it for $100 million. If somebody gave me Viagra or something to keep me hard, I'd find a way to have sex with that man. If somebody said, pay $100,000, I mean, oh, Jesus Christ, I just revealed what a whore I am. If somebody said $100 million, but you have to have sexual relations for one night with Donald J. Trump, I'd find a way to do it. $100 million, you know how much fucking therapy you can afford to get that shit out of your brain? Joe says you do it for much less. Jesus. Captain Hogwash says he's getting more vagina than I am. I don't know about that, Captain Hogwash. Your mom just left 5 minutes before I started the stream, and you know that woman's so big that one of her vaginas counts as at least 3. Would you sleep with him? Peapod says, would you sleep with him for Drawn to Death too? No. I love Drawn to Death, but I would not sacrifice that at all. No. You could probably invent tech to erase memories for that kind of cash. That's exactly right. Frosty, you're exactly right. It's like $100 million. I tell you what, let me go ahead and figure 25 million is going to go to the Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind tech to get that fucking shit out of my head. Hell, maybe I've already done it. I don't remember. Yeah. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's talk Call of Duty first. Now, I've not watched the trailer. I loved, as you may remember, the Call of Duty Modern Warfare campaign. One of my favorite things I played last year when it came out. It was just a wonderful campaign. I don't give a fuck about multiplayer. The trailer that came out today is all about the campaign, so we're going to watch it. Now, I haven't put the video up yet, but if you watched yesterday's stream, you know good and goddamn well that I may not be buying this game because of what's happening over in China and watching Activision capitulate to China continuously. I can't get behind that. My days of buying and playing Activision Blizzard products may be over because I just can't, morally speaking, I cannot support a company that continuously doesn't pay their taxes, gets tax refunds from the American people, and then on top of it all, shits in the face of American ideals in order to make more goddamn money to work with China. So I may not buy this, but we're going to watch the trailer, and then we're going to talk a little bit about the business model where they're selling this game for $70 goddamn, which I think it's about time, but we'll talk about that. Here we go. This is the trailer for Call of Duty, Black Ops, Cold War, whatever. I haven't seen it. I'm looking forward to it. Did you hear Black Myth Wukong was inspired by God of War? Somebody did tell me that. It was amazing. Curious thoughts on the NBA players boycotting the games tonight. Let's talk about that on the other side of this trailer. I'm not aware of what's going on with that and why they're boycotting, but please educate me. But first, let's enjoy the visual stylings of... Oh, look, there's Fred. My kids used to like Fred. I met Fred. I took... my agent got me and my kids into Fred's show on Nickelodeon. Remember Fred, the high-pitched YouTube guy? And he had a show called Marvin Martian for about 2 seasons over on Nickelodeon. And we got to go over there, go to the set, meet the actors. He was a nice guy. What's he doing now? Is he rich as fuck and doesn't have to work? Or is he now working at the Taco Bell with that high voice? One real high voice. Here we go. This is Call of Duty Black Ops reveal trailer. Come on now.
This war was a lie. Years of blood. Just to light the fuse of a secret war. Decades in the making.
My fellow Americans, a nuclear nuclear conflict could well be mankind's last. We want to make this a more peaceful world.
5 days ago, we acquired intel. Soviet agent Perseus is in play. If he's active, something big is gonna happen. Something that could shift the balance of the Cold War.
Let's go find this shithead.
Mr. President.
Is the threat real?
Yes, sir, we believe it is.
Give Mr. Adler whatever he wants.
This wasn't part of the plan!
I know you won't fail us.
Pre-order a digital copy and get early access to the open beta and instant access to the Woods Operator Pack in Modern Warfare, including Warzone.
Rob the Mod is here. Hang on, we're going to talk in a minute about the trailer we just saw. Rob, I'm seeing they're evacuating 60,000 motherfuckers from your neck of the woods. How's it going, mother? I mean, are you getting out of there? You need to get out of there, right? Jesus Christ, man. Stay safe. Fuck. Okay. So Grape King says, look, man, I have not been interested in the story from Call of Duty in a while. That looked very interesting. Here's the question I have about that. I don't disagree, but Call of Duty trailers are often, they misrepresent, right? So if they're telling me I'm going to play a first-person shooter campaign and it's going to have 80s music from Depeche Mode and whatever they opened that with, that was 60s Vietnam music, but I'm going to get copyright strikes all up and down the goddamn seaboard with this fucking stream today. But that would be great. My gut tells me that it's not going to be playing sort of, you know, Rockstar Grand Theft Auto 80s music while you're blasting the bad guys. But that said, I thought it looked fine. I wasn't blown away by it. A lot of people have been saying it's amazing. It's a shame, Jaffe says still, that you have the stance because Treyarch makes awesome games. They try a lot of new things with their games, like asymmetric co-op. What are you suggesting is a shame? That I'm worried about purchasing this game because of Activision's response to China? Are you saying that's what's a shame? Before I respond, I would be curious if that's what you mean. All right, so Rob's not scared. Nobody gives a fuck if you're scared, Rob. We're not sitting around going, Rob, are you scared? Are you okay? We're sitting around going, don't die. Because the hurricane doesn't give a fuck if you're scared. Frosty says all the Vietnam imagery and helicopters made me think it would have made a great Kong Skull Island game. That's true. That's true. Yeah, losing a great experience, but that stance is worthy of praising. I mean, you know, look, man. A million Muslims have been vanished into the goddamn camps over there. I don't know. I'll tell you what, the multiplayer that they showed a little bit of looks pretty fucking good. So, you know, it is what it is. Look, am I the only one in this goddamn stream that is going to avoid this game because of Activision and their stance on China? Am I the only one? Like, am I over? No, I'm not. I'm not going to ask. I don't need your fucking permission. I'm not overreacting. They're doing business with a terrible group of people, and I'm not going to give them my fucking $70. $70, Jaffe, why is the game $70? Well, it's $70 because you can buy it for $60 for PS4, or you can buy it for $70, and if you buy it for $70, you get the PS4 version, and then you get the upgrade for $10 more, assuming you go to PS5. So that is the gist of what this thing is, basically, which I think is fair. I think is totally fair. People, of course, online are complaining about it. Am I going to buy Diablo 4? I mean, it's a good point, Joe. I don't know. I mean, you know, I don't go to Chick-fil-A anymore because of their anti-LGBT stance. So, you know, maybe the answer is no. Maybe I have to be totally done for Blizzard Activision games. So Grape King says, no, I don't really care, but I probably won't buy it. I don't have time to grind COD. Well, I don't care about the multiplayer anyway. Ultraman says Call of Z's. I don't have a strong opinion on Activision. How can you and Grape King not have a strong opinion on this? 1 million Muslim Chinese people have been sent into internment camps. How do you not care? How do you not care about that? That's all I'm asking. Okay, let's move on. Call of Duty, there you go. I don't really play Call of Duty, says Joe. They might have a Trump character one day sending troops to fight hurricanes. That'd be cool. My new games have been older games that I didn't grow up with, says XE. I understand. I've been playing a lot of older games. I've been loving RE4. You guys know that. Hogwash says I'm 100% getting Diablo and Tony Hawk and Crash, right? I mean, you're like most people. You're like most people. Most people don't give a fuck until it comes to their door and starts knocking at the door. And then they're like, what happened? Shit's gotten bad. It's like, yeah, it's been bad. Still likes narrative. I do too. And Treyarch tries new cool things. Black Ops 2 had several endings and some interactions were interesting, just like the places where you shoot. Okay. Joe says it's very bad, but I own an iPhone. Yeah, you're right. You're right. iPhone's the same. iPhone's the goddamn same. I mean, I got to think about this. I got to really fucking think about what I'm going to do because Hogwash is not wrong. I want to play Crash badly. I want to play Diablo badly. I want to play Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Black Ops 2 Cold War campaign badly. And I need to kind of figure out, you know, can I live with myself by supporting a company that doesn't pay taxes, that gets money from the American people for tax refunds when they don't even pay taxes, and shits all over American values by doing business with a regime that pretty much takes 1 million of their countrymen and puts them in fucking concentration camps. I don't know. I got to figure out what I'm going to do. You guys tell me what you're going to do. All right, let's move on. I want to show you probably once a month. Once every couple of weeks I get somebody saying, Jaffe, why don't you remake War of the Monsters? And I don't really have an answer other than to tell you War of the Monsters was never a successful game. It might have broken even just because the games back then were not that expensive. But regardless, it was not a hit. It was not a big hit. And so that's pretty much, in fact, I'm looking at IGN right now that has this trailer for this game I'm going to show you. And the first comment is, oh my God, I just have to show you this. So this I'm basically going to show you a game that is pretty much next-gen War of the Monsters, but it's not called War of the Monsters, right? So it says, can they just give us War of the Monsters 2 already? Bro, for real, my favorite game of my childhood by far. This looks promising. So I'm like, yeah, but nobody bought War of the Monsters, right? So my guess is nobody's going to buy this either. It's called Gigabash, and it Gamescom tomorrow, which I think I may be doing a live stream of Gamescom reveals tomorrow at 11 o'clock California time. If you want to stop by and watch the 20 game reveals with me, I will be doing that tomorrow, most likely, but I'll also be doing a stream tomorrow. Anyway, this is called Gigabash. It looks really fucking fun. It's going to be on PC, so you know I'm going to get it, and I'll probably stream it. Let's fucking watch this trailer in IGN's shitty fucking... No, hey, stop. No, fuck you, IGN. Nope, we're not doing that. I'm not going to put up with your bullshit. Not putting up with your bullshit, IGN. We're going to go to YouTube and watch it on YouTube. Gigabash. Fuck you. Here we go. That's the official. I'll show you. They announced a new monster. Here it is right here, 5 hours ago. This is Gigabash. Exclusive Skorak reveal teaser. Let's watch this together as pals do. Let's get it big. All right. What's World of Monsters? I don't know. You mean War of the Monsters? Am I going to play Wasteland 3? I don't know. It's gotten good reviews. I have it on Game Pass, so I'm certainly going to download it. Bruno, goodness gracious, I know Tattletale. The man is obsessed with me playing the fucking Tattletale. I'll play it. I'm not playing it today, but I'll play it. Right now, Bruno, settle the fuck in, calm the fuck down. We're watching Gigabash. Come on now. Here we go. And action. Now, if I told you this was called War of the Monsters, nobody would deny it. They'd say, oh, cool, they made a new War of the Monsters, which is like King of the Monsters, which we obviously riffed on from SNK. That's pretty good, though, right? I mean, it looks fun. It looks like a Super Smash Bros. Melee meets War of the Monsters. I'm in. But I'm curious if this thing's going to sell. It might these days with Minecraft and streaming and stuff. It's not necessarily correct to assume anymore that just because something didn't sell back in PS2 era that kind of game won't sell today. I want a War of the Monsters Battle Royale. That sounds like a fun idea, Joe. Nicholas says, holy nuts, this looks like it could be fun. I agree, Nicholas. It looks like a lot of fun. Now, Ultraman says, it looks cool, but it won't be a hit. Now, let me tell you something. Oh, yeah, it looks fun, but War of the Monsters also had the old sci-fi film feel. Yeah, I'm curious how well Destroy All Humans did, the remaster or whatever, which I thought was fucking wonderful. We've played that on stream a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to get back to that game. But I'm curious how it did, because that 50s sci-fi creature feature thing has never really been a big thing in games. Like, a lot of games have riffed on that trope. And in War of the Monsters was one of them. And as cool as it is, and I think they capture it beautifully in the Destroy All Humans, the remake, the music is brilliant. The sound effects totally bring you back to that nostalgia for a time that I wasn't even alive in. But I've never seen gamers really gravitate to that. XZ says that game, Gigabash, doesn't look like it plays like War of the Monsters, though. I mean, it's a fighting game with giant monsters in a city that you destroy a city. Does it play like War of the Monsters? Hopefully not, because frankly, me and my son played War of the Monsters about 2 years ago on PlayStation 3 or 4. I think it's 4. You can download it. And it was fun, but it controls like shit because it was done for a DualShock that didn't have a second analog stick. So, First off, Bruno, thank you so much. Bruno drops the first super chat of the stream. I appreciate that, Bruno. I will put that money, those ducats, towards getting myself the video game Tattletale that you want us to play. I don't know, he just sent us a big blue bar. There's no sticker, there's no text. He's just like, here's some fucking money. Choke on it, motherfucker. He says, here, have $1, get a drink. Thanks, man. Would you get a Godzilla game? I love Godzilla, James Gilchrist. In fact, the way we did War of the Monsters, it was super fucking simple. I'm going to show you a picture. I'm going to show you a picture on your screen, Jimmy G. Here you go. Who's hyper today? Papa Jaffe's hyper today. Godzilla Dreamcast. This was how War of the Monsters was born. You come to this stream and you think, hey, it's just some fucking guy talking about video games. I can see that anywhere. No, you can't see it anywhere. I'm one of the fucking pioneers of fucking PlayStation, motherfucker. Don't think I don't know it. Don't think I don't walk around without that knowledge tucked in the back of my fucking brainstem somewhere. I just don't flaunt it. I don't fucking flaunt it. I have fucking Kaz Hirai and fucking, what's the guy's name who invented the PlayStation? God damn it. Kutaragi on speed dial, motherfucker. Let me show you something. Let me fucking show you something right now. This came out for Dreamcast. And when this came out for Dreamcast, here's exactly how War of the Monsters was born. I took a screenshot that pretty much almost looked like this. And I took another screenshot that, I don't know, looked like this. And I made them split screen because this was before online gaming on PlayStation. And I sent it off to the guys in Utah and I said, let's make Twisted Metal with giant monsters. And they said, we're fucking in. And that is literally all it took back in the day to get a green light. That was the green light. Today, there's a whole it's like the fucking Star Chamber. There's like groups from all of Sony and all over the world in terms of different territories. And it's I remember watching the launch of Corey's new God of War live stream, and he was talking about when he presented this to get the green light, and he was worried they wouldn't get the green light. And it's like, back then it was literally just like, hey, I put some fucking screenshots together. You want to make this? And they said they want to make it. And my boss was like, go make it. I literally sat in a meeting in 1993 with Sony marketing, and we went around the table and they said, what do you guys want to make for this new thing called PlayStation? And they get to me and I said, I'd like to do this game where it's like cars that shoot at each other. And the head of marketing goes, okay, great, let's make that. That was it. That was the green light process. I'm a dinosaur. I I can't survive in this day and age of having to fucking tap dance like the Warner Brothers fucking frog in order to get like 10 stages of green light before I get to make my fucking vision. I can't do it. I can't do it, I tell you. Jaffe makes it sound like the Wild West. That's what it was like. But we didn't know any better. We didn't know it was the Wild West. We just kind of knew, oh, this is how you get a green light at Sony. Go tell marketing you want to have some cars that shoot each other. Boom, you got it, kid. Are you going to take a Godzilla dump? No, I am not. Jaffe, yeah. Joe says I'm sexting with executives at Sony. Yeah, exactly. I'll tell you the game that has set camera angles that you can't change. Yeah, what game? You mean, what was the game on PlayStation 1 or 2 where it was the giant robot and the little kid going through the city and you couldn't change the camera and the whole game or a lot of the game was played almost like the camera was at the kid's ankles and it was looking up and shit. It was fucking weird, man. But it was cool. That was what we always struggled with War of the Monsters, is how do you communicate these are giant hulking fucking beasts, but you have to do it from over the shoulder. In fact, hell, War of the Monsters was almost isometric. We were playing Titanfall 2 on the stream yesterday. You're in these giant mechs, but the minute the camera pulls back so you can fucking control it, you don't feel like you're in a giant mech. You feel like everything's scaled down to human size. Rotten, what's your last name? Rotten Tanuki. Hello, I like your little icon there, little Tom Nook. He says, Jaffe, here's some money, motherfucker. Thank you for the super chat, sir. I very much appreciate it. He says, Jaffe, I reached out to you about the Kickstarter idea on Instagram. Let's make it happen like the old days. Rotten, yeah, Rotten's an artist. That's right. Rotten is an artist who wants to do a Kickstarter with me to make a video game. I'm not ready to go down that road yet, Rotten. I will reach out to you when I feel like I'm ready to do it, but right now I'm having too much goddamn fun, if you can't tell, doing the video game streams. I'm going to be doing that at least for a little bit, and then I'm going to be pitching my game out into the world, and then we'll see. I don't want you to jump the gun and think we're doing this tomorrow, but it's a conversation we can have. I'm just not ready to have it right now, but I appreciate the super chat. You know I appreciate you being here, and I think I would love to have that conversation with you down the road. Jaffe sent a picture of his penis, and Sony thought it was a pitch for a horror game. Ultraman, I hate you, but I love the creativity. Gold star, motherfucker. That's a good joke. That's a good joke. Let me read it again. Jaffe sent a picture of his penis, although Ultraman said dingus. I improved it a little bit. Jaffe sent a picture of his penis, and Sony thought it was a pitch for a horror game. I like it. Make it big in streaming or get back into the industry, ? I don't understand your question. Are you asking me, what are you asking me, Hirsch? It was such the Wild West, says Golf Franchise. Sony said yes to a game with 12 hours of cutscenes, and we got Jaffe's favorite genre, stealth action. Well, are you talking about Death Stranding? Or are you talking about Metal Gear? Metal Gear was Konami, right? Hello, Zanmoff. Good to see you. Hello, AR Video Games. Nice to see you, sir. Now, let's move on. We have to move on because we're talking about games like War of the Monsters that didn't do well, that people say they love. I'm going to tell you something. It comes out today that Fall Guys has sold 7 million copies. Robot Alchemic Drive. That's right. RAD is what it was called. That's exactly right, Cycloud. Thank you so much. Motherfucker, Fall Guys. Fall Guys comes out. Fall Guys has sold 7 million copies on Steam. It is the #1 played, downloaded PlayStation Plus game in history. Do you know, somebody on Discord was telling me Fall Guys was rejected by 10 video game studios before Devolver picked it up and said, you know what, fellas, we'll make that game with you. We think you got moxie. We think that's a good idea. Isn't that something? Isn't that something that there were a bunch of executives that saw Fall Guys and said they didn't see it? I mean, it's not, you don't want to paint them as stupid, although now they're probably, dealing with their bosses going, what the fuck do you mean you had an opportunity to pick up this game and you guys said no to it? But yeah, I mean, this game probably didn't cost barely any fucking money to make, comparatively speaking. And the goddamn thing has made bank. Isn't that something? I was smoking weed and playing Fall Guys all night, says Jimmy G. Yeah, I'm telling you, Fall Guys is fun. I haven't come back to it. Snowfly says, I knew Fall Guys was going to be a hit. Then you should go be an executive somewhere. Golf Franchise says, me and my wife have fun playing Fall Guys. It's a good game. It's really good. It's kind of, it hasn't sustained for me like a lot of people. I played it for about 3 days and I was done with it, but I enjoyed it when I played it. Mad Max says Devolver's awesome. They are. They got a game coming out tomorrow called Witchy, something I'm looking forward to. It's like a retro, platformer, motherfucker. I sound like, God damn, who's the one who stutters? Porky Pig. When Hard walked, you look like Porky Pig too. I made a fat joke. I did say no to Driver, which was a mistake, Antonio. But I said no to the Jack Black game with Tim Schafer, which was not a mistake. I told Timmy Schafer, take out the real-time strategy and let's make that game. He's like, that's what I love about it. I said, I'll work with you, Tim Schafer, till the fucking cows come home. I'll tell Sony we're morons if we don't get in bed with Timmy Schafer. But I'll also tell him I don't think the RTS and Brutal Legend's a good idea. I didn't think it was a good idea then. I don't think it's a good idea now. I think it prevented that game from turning whatever the guy's name is, the Jack Black character, into a cult, maybe more than a cult, a medium-sized icon in the video game industry. No one remembers that guy. I mean, gamers do, but it's not like Mario or Sweet Tooth or, Sweet Tooth's B tier. It's not even like Sweet Tooth. Did you see Witcher Pokemon Go game? I did see that. You can walk around and slay monsters in your own city. Look at that shit. Brutal Legend should have been an action adventure. Right, that's right. Driver was awesome. What's wrong with you, Jaffe? Here's what it was. Yeah, James Gilchrist says I didn't like the RTS elements. Yeah, I don't think anybody did. That's not true, but it didn't need to be there. It was a brilliant IP. It was, as all of Schaefer's shit is, brilliant fucking IP. Alan, I turned Driver down. I mean, I didn't turn it down. I wasn't running the company, but my bosses came to me and they said, Jaffe, take this home, play it over the weekend. Let us know what you want to do. Should we pursue this? Because it was made by Reflections or Psygnosis or a group that spun off from Psygnosis, which at the time was owned by Sony. And I take it home and I said, guys, I love the concept of this, but it's no fun to be the chased because all the shit's happening in a tiny little rear view mirror behind you. I said, if you were the cops and it was like Chase HQ, but you could be bad guys, that could be a lot of fun because I like driving around and bashing cars and chasing people. But why am I having fun when all this shit's basically happening on a radar and the action's behind me? And I think a lot of people agreed with that, so we said pass. I think even to this day, that's a valid criticism of that series. But nobody cared. That thing came out and sold like fucking Aunt May's wheat cakes, man. Why weren't you part of the shit show that was the PS3 E3 reveal, says Peapod. I didn't have a game coming out. I was sitting in the audience. I absolutely sat in the audience with that. All right. Do we give a fuck about the EA class action lawsuit? Do we want to talk about it? Who cares? Here's what's interesting. In California, there is a criteria for what determines gambling, and there's a lawsuit saying that EA, is it EA? Are they suing EA? EA's loot boxes hit every one of those three criteria. It's I'll read them to you real quick. And they're right. In California, this may fall under the guise of gambling. It's number one, is the player uses a device. Number two, the player gives something of value to take a chance. And number three, the player may receive something of value by chance. All three of those, the lawsuit says, falls into EA's use of loot boxes. I don't have a problem with loot boxes. I've never had a problem with loot boxes. I think if you want to use them, great. I think they suck for video games for the most part, unless they're just cosmetic. But I like blind boxes. I like mystery boxes. But there you go. But that's the story. Who knows what's going to happen? And the thing is, that penal code is not, I said penal, that penal code is not the same in every fucking state. So it could be that in California it's gambling, but in Alabama it's not. And in that case, I'm still assuming that EA is going to have to change it for the whole fucking world or the whole fucking country, because you're not going to have a SKU that's just the California SKU that takes the loot boxes out. James Gilchrist says loot boxes are in fact gambling. Well, again, that doesn't make any sense, James. That's kind of the whole point of this lawsuit. It's a question of how do you define gambling. Pokemon cards, a lot of people said were gambling. And then the law said, well, according to the definition of gambling, this doesn't hit the criteria. So you don't really get to say, I mean, you can say whatever the fuck you want, James, but you don't really get to legally say those are in fact gambling unless you're being a little bit more specific. Are they in fact gambling in the state of California based on the legal code in California? Looking more and more like it's true. But are they gambling in every state of the union? I don't think so. Oh, Electra Lettuce says that's some shill talk. You're telling me I'm shilling for the loot boxes, motherfucker? Jaffe, here's $2, motherfucker. Thank you, Bruno. He says, I dare you to say my full name. Do it. First off, here's a thought. No, I won't. Because you wrote do it at the end. You wrote do it at the end. You don't tell me what to do, motherfucker. Look how childish I am. You can't tell me what to do. I'm going to say it, Bruno, because I want to see if I can take the challenge. But let me be clear. I don't care if you super chat me $1,000. I don't fucking dance like a fucking monkey for you, motherfucker. But I'll tell you what. It's a good idea. It's a good game. Let's see. Let's see if we can say Bruno's name. Captain. Oh, fuck it. No, I'm not doing it now. Not doing it now because now Bruno says, I'm talking to Bruno, and Bruno in the chat literally says, he first says with the super chat, which I do appreciate, thank you for the generosity, he says, Jaffe, I dare you to say my full name, do it. And I'm like, fuck you, motherfucker, what kind of entitled bullshit is that? While I'm laying him out on the goddamn mat like Rocky Balboa did to Apollo Creed in Rocky 2, he goes on to type, he literally types, say my last name. Fuck you, motherfucker. I ain't saying shit now. You ask me polite and I will say your last name. You pay me another $2. No, don't even pay me. Just ask me nicely and I'll fucking say it. It took me forever to learn how to say it. We had a guy who used to watch a stream called Vegeta Plays. And that was, I guess, a Dragon Ball thing. I got to show you an anime thing real quick. Bruno's getting off to this. I don't care. Whatever works for you, man. Okay. Electra says, say it, please. No. Okay, Bruno says, please say my last name. See, that's all I need. I need kindness in my life. All right, here we go. Bruno, let me read your dumb last name. Bruno Bucciarati. Is that right? Bruno Bucciarati. Did I get it? Hirsch wants me to say your last name. What's wrong with y'all? If y'all are masturbating while I say your names, then that's what gets you off. Y'all some fucking freaks. Hirsch, your last name is Schorsch. Say Ice Poseidon wants to fight you. What is that? That guy's gone, right? Didn't that guy kind of just go off the net after a while? Okay. I want to show you something. Speaking of Dragon Ball Z, this is not really game stuff, but this is geek stuff. Look, all I will tell you is I no longer believe in marriage. I think it's fine. Maybe one day I'll get married again. Maybe I won't. But I'll tell you what. If I meet a lady and she actually says, and I'm not even a fan of this anime, but if I meet a woman that looks pretty like this, that's terrible to say that's the criteria. I have to be in love with her first. But a beautiful woman who wants to dress like this for the wedding, there's a long way to build up to the story that they have announced Sailor Moon wedding dresses. This is a Sailor Moon and Tuxedo Man wedding dress. That's pretty fucking cool. Imagine the woman that says, I want to get married and have a Sailor Moon wedding. That's a woman you want to chase down and hope to God she likes you back. Because that's a cool, geeky lady you want to be with. I like that. I like it. I don't believe in marriage. 616 says, I don't believe in marriage. Melissa Benoist proposes I'm married. I would marry Melissa Benoist. Oh, yeah. Antonio says, Melissa Benoist said Twisted Metal's the best game ever. Man. God damn, can you imagine? What fun. Nicholas says, Sailor Moon is awesome. My girlfriend and I watched together. Well, you need to show her these and say, look, lady, if you want to marry me, I'm going to dress up as Tuxedo Man and you get to dress up as Sailor Moon. And then they have some of the other characters in here too. I don't really follow the show all that much, but I don't know what that is. Is that a wedding dress too? But I think weddings are stupid. They're expensive. They cost a lot of fucking money. They're a waste of fucking time. Spend the money on a down payment for your fucking house or save money for your kid that you're eventually going to have college fund. It's bullshit. Nicholas, show it to her for sure. Jaffe, will I regret having kids at old age? I don't fucking know. Okay, James Gilchrist says, I think it's embarrassing and childish. You think looking at this is embarrassing and childish? Come on now. It's fun. It's fun. It's embarrassing and childish if you actually think you're Sailor Moon. But, you know, look. Let me explain something to you guys. Weddings are stupid. Marriage is, look, long-term relationships are not stupid. A lot of people would argue, potentially correctly so, that they are essential. But the societal construct of marriage is pretty fucking stupid, especially in 2020, okay? Especially when women can make their own money, make more money than men a lot of times. It's an absurd, archaic, antiquated concept. It needs to go the way of the dodo, okay? But the idea that it's childish, the whole fucking thing is childish. I'm gonna say some fucking stupid vows and I'm gonna live with somebody the rest of my life even if we fucking fall apart and we hate each other. Come on. That's what's childish. The idea of a wedding is childish. Jaffe wants to dress like Sailor Moon. I dressed like Wonder Woman when I was a kid. I had a Wonder Woman costume. I had a Spider-Man costume. I had a Captain America costume. And I absolutely dressed up like Wonder Woman sometimes. Ran around the house pretending I was Wonder Woman. I sure did. Your kid's trying to explain their friends why you're dressed like a fat. Is it Tuxedo Mask or Tuxedo Man? I thought he was Tuxedo Man. No, he's Tuxedo Mask. That's why I don't watch it. Yeah, Bruno says, say what? Yeah, I'm fucking comfortable in my masculinity, sir. I have no problem with it. I thought Wonder Woman was cool. I thought she had a cool costume. I was a kid of the 70s when Linda Carter was spinning around and became Wonder Woman. I had a Bionic Woman action figure, which was called a doll back then. I had a Wonder Woman doll back then. I also had all the fucking adventure people and fucking Steve Austin, the goddamn $6 Million Mans back then. You got to fucking own. Alan says, does the Wonder Woman costume still fit? Yeah. Okay. Jaffe can be like Mick Jagger. You can have kids in your 70s. I don't know if you're too old to have kids. I mean, The Rock has a 2-year-old. The Rock's, I think, my age or a little older. There's no answer to that. There's a lot of people who have kids older. There's good and bad that comes with that, obviously. But ultimately, as I've said on previous streams, the best thing I've done in my life is have children. And I'm not a guy that gives into cliches. I don't give into over romanticizing things and all that stuff. And I hate how people say, oh, the day my kid was born. No, the day my kid was born, I was exhausted and it was great. And of course, I loved my children when they were born, but I wasn't this magical thing. I was like, oh, thank God the kid's okay. My wife's okay. I need to take a nap, right? As my wife did as well. Because she gave birth to my children at home with no drugs. That's true. But anyway, the point is though, but yes, I'm not over romanticizing this when I tell you that, yeah, having children has been the greatest experience of my life. Being a dad has been the greatest experience of my life. I love it more than anything else on this planet. And so if you feel that that might happen to you, then have kids, whatever fucking age you are. My brother's friend had 616 says my brother's friends had a WWF wedding. Nice. Walk down the aisle with championship belts and the groom dressed as the Undertaker. Have fun. Do whatever you want. 6, is your brother's friend still married? Or that's the trick. If they're like, dude, they're so married. They're so happily married. That's fucking great. Hirsch says, Jaffe, how straight are you on a scale of 1 to 100? I mean, I don't like men sexually, and I am a man, so I imagine I'm straight. I don't know if I believe there is a fluidity, but there probably is. What I can tell you is there's a difference between gender and sexuality, right? I'm very secure in my sexuality. I'm very secure in my gender. I like being male. But I think when I was a kid, I thought Wonder Woman was cool. I wanted to dress up like Wonder Woman and pretend I was Wonder Woman. I didn't see a problem with it. I don't see a problem with it now. Hello, Laura Luna. Laura Luna, I was just telling the chat that when I was a young folk, I used to dress up as Wonder Woman. I dressed up as Spider-Man. Now, look, if all I had done was dress up as girl characters, which would have been fine, maybe somebody could have looked at that and said, oh, perhaps you have dysmorphia, gender dysmorphia, which is totally, it's a real thing, I think. And that's to be supported and nurtured, in my opinion. But I dressed up as the guys and the girls. I just like superheroes, man. I literally took a bag around the mall with me with a superhero costume I made with like sweatpants and red boots and a Underoos t-shirt, hoping to God there would be some crime so I could duck into the bathroom and put on my superhero costume. I was 18 at the time, and I figured I had a car, might as well chase the bad guys. I wasn't 18. I was about 7 or 8 years old. My parents let me walk around the goddamn mall with a bag full of superhero clothes on the off chance I'd find a crime and stop it. Hogwash says, did I dress up as Power Girl in the boob window? Let me show you what he's talking about. Let me fucking show you what he's talking about. We're going to get to some games in just a second, folks, but Jaffe's hyper today. Power Girl, if you don't know Power Girl, DC Comics. Power Girl's, she's basically a female clone to Superman or some such. She's Kara Zor-El. Oh, she's a clone on a different Earth of Supergirl is what it is, if I remember. But her claim to fame costume-wise is she's got this boob window, which is kind of crazy that this is still part of her design. But there you go. That's Power Girl, a C-level character if I ever heard of one. Laura Luna says your first costume was a male pirate. There you go. There you go. You gotta just enjoy that shit. Laura says she dressed up as guys too. James says, I couldn't have kids. I'd be too worried something bad would happen and all that work would be for nothing. Maybe something bad would happen, like your kids not knowing how to spell the proper version of 2, just like you don't know. Oh my God, Jaffe, that's a sick burn. I understand, James. It's always a fear, but you know, what's that whole saying, right? I mean, what are you gonna not experience your life because of the fear of what may be taken away from you? That's an interesting way to live. You miss out on a lot of good stuff that way, man. Bruno says, my first costume was Wonder Woman. I'm assuming you're male, so there you go. Nothing's wrong with that. Who gives a shit? People judge too much. Okay, last couple things real quick. We don't want to talk about that. We already talked about that. I'll talk about that tomorrow. It's not that interesting anyway. Fuck it. It's a new trailer. Do we care? There's a game. Fuck it. I'm not. Nobody cares. Nobody really. You want to see a new PlayStation trailer? Probably not. You want to play a game? Bruno, you're a guy. You dressed up as Wonder Woman. Gotcha. 6 says Power Girl being totally bombed out is awesome. Most heroes have had their bodies toned down, so now it's kind of unique to have a super body hero. I don't have a problem with it. I'm just saying I'm surprised that they haven't made a change to it. Mario says, get to gaming, no more gabbing. Brian, you're judging us all. I don't give a fuck. Okay. You dressed as Batman and only answered to Bruce or Batman. That's awesome. Did you really? Jaffe, can you draw concepts? No, I cannot. Is the PlayStation trailer a cutscene? No, it's this weird thing for PlayStation 5 where it's basically, it's like food porn. I mean, I won't show you the whole thing. It's just interesting. It's a video where you
What are the colors?
Here, just watch
the
this.
Visual stimuli that make you hungry? Is it merely a color? Maybe it can be anything. Anything that reminds you of a flavor, a smell, or a memory.
Just you get to fuck around and play with food. But it's like next gen looking food. You know, if it's cheap, I'll get it and play it. Oh, shut up, Joe. Look, it's not like a fucking, you know what's funny? You'll gong this. But if I were to show you, hey guys, there's an extended version of Death Stranding where all you do is walk along a fucking grassy fucking plain. Oh, I gotta see that shit. I don't get it either. I'm not saying, you know. Okay. Not gonna lie, I'm interested, says Need for Madness. Right? It's kind of interesting. And it looks good. And think about next-gen food porn on the PlayStation 5. Come on now. Jimmy Gilchrist says the beginning looked like inside of a Bug Snacks asshole. Now I got to go back and look at it. We're not going to watch the whole trailer, but I do want to see the Bug Snacks asshole. Are you okay? Okay, here you go. This is what you're talking about. This is what Jimmy thinks the inside's talking about Bug Snacks. Here you go.
What are the
Is that what you're talking about?
The visual stimuli.
Look at that. Can you imagine? Can you imagine going into a Bug Snacks butthole? Is today a gaming stream? Yes, of course. Of course it's a gaming stream. Every day it's a gaming stream. That game was not a real game. Oh, God, 365. Every game's a real game. Come on. Come on. Don't be a snob. Don't be a snob. 616 says, my brother and I used to play with empty pots and pans and kids pretend we were cooking. There you go. Kids might love this game. That's a really good point. That's a really good point. This is a game for that fat guy. Hey, Jimmy says this is a game for the fat guy in England, the fat fetish guy who needs to put on weight for his OnlyFans account. 10,000 calories a day this man eats in order to get people to pay to fap to him. So The Last of Us food. That's right. Yeah, if I told you this was by Neil Druckmann, suddenly it's like, oh, it's art. It's meaningful. Fucking morons. Okay. Do I get sent a free PS5? Not yet. Hope so. I don't plan on it. I'm not making that assumption. When will consoles reveal their prices, says Joe. I don't know. There was a great article, I think, on Kotaku today about this guy basically saying, look, I don't even think I'm going to buy a next-gen console right now. I mean, look, buy it if you want it, obviously. Really, Jaffe? We have your permission to buy a fucking console? I don't give a fuck. I'm not interested in any of the next-gen consoles right now. I will buy them eventually. Are you people, is there anybody in the chat right now, before we jump into this video game, is anybody in the chat right now seriously excited for PlayStation 5? Like, you're like going, I cannot wait. If there wasn't a pandemic, I would wait in line because I want to get home and play what? Miles Morales? I mean, that's fine, but you've already played that. It's called Spider-Man. Brian King's excited. What are you excited about? Nine Lives excited. What are you excited about? John's excited. The fuck are you guys? I mean, again, I'm not judging you, but I'm confused. Like, what do you want to get home? Let's say it's the midnight launch. The pandemic lifts. It ain't going up. The pandemic lifts. You get the midnight launch. You go to the Best Buy. You get yourself a brand new, shiny, good-smelling PlayStation 5. You get it home. What's the first thing you want to play? Okay, so Electric Lettuce, you want to play Demon Souls. Ratchet & Clank AR, you want to play. You don't think it's launched, though. You're okay, so 616, what you've seen of Godfall, which is from a great developer, but what you've seen of Godfall is enough to get you to drop, let's say this thing is a $500 console. You want to play Godfall that bad? Interesting. Marsh says, I like the idea of new UI and controller. Feels like the mic built into the controller will add new features. It will. I'm not shitting on it. I'm saying I'm sure it'll be a great system. I'm just saying launch games aren't that impressive. Okay, so but here you go. Michael says you got Miles Morales, which there's no doubt it'll be good. You got Black Ops Cold War, which no doubt if you like those games, and I love the campaign, it'll be good. Cyberpunk 2077 is not a launch title. They have not announced their upgrade. We know it's coming out this year for PS4 current systems, but my understanding is Project Red has not announced that they are going to have in 2020 the upgrades yet. So that one's kind of not really on the table. But then you got Ratchet and Clank. All right, so there's some stuff to play. You got some points if you like Souls. All right. I got you. There's some stuff to play. You're right. I mean, you know what it is for me? It's all of these games I can play somewhere else. I can play them on the PC. I can play a version on my PS4. None of them really feel like, that next gen has arrived, I guess is what I'm missing. I need to have that excitement before I drop $500. DeBrotatoes, which I love that name, gives us a super chat. I appreciate it. It's very generous. He says, Jaffe, I think you're secretly Bruno. If I was secretly Bruno, you would see my hands typing, motherfucker. There's no way I can be Bruno and type and also do this. But, Bruno sounds like, my kind of fella because he dressed up as Wonder Woman as a child just like I did. Yakuza on PS4. I'm going to play my first Yakuza game on stream in a couple of weeks. There's a bunch of them on the Xbox Game Pass. I have never played a Yakuza before, and I will be playing one soon. Do you like Souls, Jaffe? Hirsch, the games are too hard for me, okay? Here's what I'll tell you. As soon as my capture card comes, I'm going to try on stream to play Bloodborne a second time. And I'm hoping the stream can help me fall in love with it. I love the lore. I love the world of Bloodborne. I think it's the coolest fucking thing in town. I love the way it looks. I love the way it sounds. I love that whole Victorian horror, mashup. But the game was just too frustrating for me. But we'll see. We'll see. But I'm going to play that. And then if I fall in love with that, then I'll be all into Souls for sure. Cyclone says, I think all those games are too hard. It takes me out of the atmosphere. Yeah, if somebody said, look, you can play Bloodborne, but it's more like Samurai Jack, I'd be like, that's fucking awesome. Yes, I would prefer an easy mode on Souls game. I would love that. Not easy, but just normal. I think normal for me would be called easy for those games. Yes, I'm going to get BioShock. Exactly. I got to remind myself. I already got some of those other games. Hang on. Remind myself in 4 hours to buy BioShock.
Okay. Added.
Nothing has caught my eye, says Allie, so far. I'm getting comfortable again on PC. Too many remakes or remasters. Yeah, I hear you. So Yakuza has a lot of text, then I won't play it. If it's, I'm not going to stream that shit. Yeah, if it's got a lot of text, we're not doing it. Okay, now Nicholas, I just let Nicholas down. Nicholas says, Jaffe, you just made my night. So excited for you to play Yakuza. Yeah, but somebody in the chat just said, don't play Yakuza on stream. It's all kinds of fucking text and shit. So I'll do some research. There's a lot of games that are going to be good on PS5, but not mind-blowing must-buys, says Michael DeLuca. I just want the superior version of games. Not all the games are going to be on PC, and I can't afford a PC. I appreciate that, Michael, absolutely. Chrono Trigger on Steam. I love Chrono Trigger, James. I should play that. I heard if you... Okay, I don't understand this. 365 says, we're going to get to the game in a second. We're about to play Dread X Collection Part 2. Okay? You don't need to have seen Part 1. It's like Creepshow 1 and 2. You don't... It's an anthology, okay? But I want to address this because he's copied and pasted it a few times, and I don't quite understand it. 365, please, says, hey... He says, hey... I've heard if you don't agree with people in the chat, they get banned for nothing. Is that true? Oh, is this Delta Gamer? This is Delta Gamer. Oh no. Hello, Arson Daily. Good to see you. No, you're not a bot, Bruno. I'm not smart enough to create bots. Yeah, people can disagree with me in this chat. I love when people disagree with me in this chat. The phone lines are open. If you want to call in and disagree with me and have an actual conversation, as long as it's not boring to the audience, we can do that. It's when you are mean to people, I have no tolerance for. I have zero tolerance for people who are dicks. And there are people on the chat in the past who have been kind of dickish, and I've had them banned. But I disagree with people all the time, like Electric Lettuce says. So I think if you are the guy yesterday that we banned, you're a little bit butthurt. Butthurt's a homophobic phrase, isn't it? Well, you're a little bit a whiny baby. 616 says, I blocked 365 because he's an anti-masker who can get fucked. Okay, well, maybe 616 blocked you. I don't agree with anti-maskers. I think y'all motherfuckers are dangerous, but you have a right to your opinion. I'm not going to ban you because now I disagree with it. If you come up to me and cough in my face, I'll beat the fuck out of you, but I'm not going to ban you from my chat. Right, John says, if you've been watching for a while, Jaffe doesn't ban people with different opinions. He loves debating. I do. You watch my numbers on the stream plummet when I start debating because I enjoy it and the person I'm debating probably enjoys it, but nobody else does. Okay, you want to play some games? We ready? You ready? Are you ready? I just realized you probably can't see when I cuss. No, we're not top chat. Live chat's on. XZ type something. Type fuck, fuckity, fuck. And let me see if I can see it. I hope Rob the Mod's still okay. I agree. Echelon 7, the Dart, comes in with not only a nice, generous super chat, thank you, sir, but a pretty cool name. Echelon 7 the Dark. Can you imagine that's your real fucking name and you're in high school? All the girls are going to want to go out with you. Who are you going to prom with? I'm going with Echelon. Anyway, listen, he says, your streams are awesome. Have a blessed night, brother. Peace. Thank you, Echelon 7 the Dark. And every time you're here, I'm going to say your whole name because it's so cool. All right. Okay, so yeah, so XZ says, fuck, shit, dick. There you go. Fuckity fuck, says Mario. You guys can cuss all day long. Or they think the name is edgy. Yeah, but you know what? When people say something's edgy, they really like it. That's the truth. I know, yes, Rotten got an email from Sony. Sony basically put out a thing saying, hey, if you want to have the opportunity to pre-order, sign up for the opportunity that you might get to pre-order a PlayStation 5. I'm like, you know what? Fuck off. Fuck off. Make enough things or don't. I'll buy one when I can get one. Stop generating all this fucking hype. Make some good shit. I just don't like all the manipulation of people when it comes to sort of marketing. It's bullshit. Edward says, I did it already. Well, there you go, Edward. Nothing scary, I hope. I won't be able to sleep. You need your mom to tuck you in at night. No, this is I don't know if these are scary. Okay, this is called, let's go to the game, shall we? Let's go to the game screen. That is what it is, Rotten. My understanding is, let me just show you real quick, is that you can send an email. Can you fight Jaffe? Genuinely curious. Depending on situations, yes. PlayStation pre-order. So here it is, and then we will get to the game. Sony opens registration for invite-only pre-orders. So it's like, okay, you can register, and you have a chance of winning the opportunity once you've registered to pre-order. I mean, that's fine. The console should release calming gas when gamers get too heated. Oh, that's an interesting idea. Release calming gas, right. Okay. Hopefully that 17-year-old gets off on self-defense. Kevin Bacon, I don't know what you're talking about. What's going on? Quiet Night signed up too. I should fucking sign up and then just sell my pre-order on eBay this Christmas. I should do that. It's also tedious, says Ultraman. I love games, but the industry is frequently obnoxious. I don't know if I say frequently, but I know what you're talking about. It's enough to paint it with a brush that's a little bit like, oh God, guys, just fucking sell your shit, man. 365 says, I can't wait for PS5. I'm going to get 2 versions so I can resell one for huge profits. Banned. You're banned. I ban people who say that. Nah, it's smart. It's mean, but it's smart. Jaffe recommend a book. Okay, good. Thomas, goodbye. Where are you going? He says, I'll leave now. Have fun beating up anti-maskers. Okay, well, good to see you, Thomas. Thanks for hanging out with us. I always appreciate it, man. Good to see you. I will be getting the digital-only version, to answer your question, Joe, of all the next-gen consoles. I have no interest in disc anymore. You're getting one for your kid, one for you. That's awesome. That's very kind. I'm sure he will appreciate that. Jaffe, recommend a book. Well, a fiction book? What kind of book you looking for? And I'll recommend one. Okay, let's bring the game up while we're waiting. Okay, here we go. There's my screen. This is the Dread X collection. Yeah, digital's for me, Quiet Night. By the way, you guys, I got the hat full of candy. They're starting to sell Halloween candy at the store. What am I gonna get? What am I gonna get in? What am I gonna get? Read a book called, hang on, this is a little loud. Is this too loud for you guys? There's a guy named Blake Conch, I think his name is, who writes from, he writes great, he's almost like Michael Crichton, but he writes a lot about alternate dimensions and alternate realities. He has a book called Recursion's Good, but Recursion is not the one you should read. It's super loud. Okay, hang on. Okay. Is that better? Is that better? Can you hear? Can you hear me now? Lower. Wait, now John says good. Yes, that's better, says Arson. It's too low. Hogwash, fuck you. It's too loud? Everybody says it's better. Okay. Wait, Nano says it's too loud? Are you serious? I just turned it way down. Hello, Delroy. I don't know what the hell. I don't know what to do. I got people saying it's good, people saying it's... Explain this to me. Okay, Jeff the Artist says, game music is loud and grab a Diet Coke. First off, Jeff, thank you for the super chat as always. I appreciate it, sir. I have a Diet Coke right here in this exclusive, one-of-a-kind Jaffe Stream mug. Jeff says you're good now. Okay, I'm going to go with Jeff. Quiet Night says we're good. Okay. Ace, shut the fuck up. Goodness gracious. It's too quiet, but not loud enough. Jesus, you guys. This is as good as it gets. Sounds great. Let me know. Anyway, the point is, look, Halloween candy. Let me get something real quick. Then we'll start. Oh, Ace, that fucking dog. Fucking dog. Am I gonna sell merch? I'm already selling merch. James, I can't help. It's a bit too... Jesus, you guys. Okay, how's that? Okay, I'm gonna go see what this fucking dog needs. Hang on. I don't like Coke Zero. It's too sweet. Swear to God. It is National Dog Day, that's true. The kids are sleeping. No, the kids are on Discord talking to their pals. Okay, Mario, I can't help you, man. I've turned it down 5 times. Everybody else is saying it's good. I can't hear the music. Fuck you guys. This is what it is. This is what it is. MDP Official, thank you so much for the super chat. $5. He doesn't say much. He doesn't say anything. He doesn't give me a sticker. He just gives me a green bar. But I don't care. I appreciate your generosity. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that, man. Okay. Now look. Here we go. It's the aspartame bite. Yes, electric lettuce. That's what I love. Okay, we're going to start. Let's settle in to horror. in the horror mode. When the game starts, you guys let me know if it sounds bad. I don't mind changing it. I want a good mix, but I'm hearing different things from different people.
Hello, good morning. Or maybe good night. Whatever, I can't fucking tell anymore. Anyways.
The book. Hang on.
I'm sorry to wake you up like this. You're probably wondering how you got here. I won't beat around the bush. Bad news, you are infected. It must have happened during the last testing cycle. The protocol should have been enough to prevent contagious exposure, but, well, maybe those were all bullshit too. It doesn't matter anymore. The good news is that we caught it early enough to do something about it. See that TV in front of you? There's a key on top. Go pick it up.
The book is called Dark Matter. It's phenomenal. Yes, you can call during gameplay. The sound mix may be bad, but we can at least try it. You have no tapes.
Okay, good. You're still able to follow simple commands, and well, your legs still work. All good signs. Now for the harder part. We're going to have to give you a cognitive kick. That should be
I love candy corn.
Jumpstart your natural neural defense mechanisms. In normal circumstances, we'd be able to just recontextualize your inlaid traumas and reintroduce them as false memories through neural implanting, but that's not an option.
Mupo, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate it. Oh, you did give me 2. Thank you, man. It's very generous of you. Thank you, sir.
See those VHS tapes locked up around you? Use that key to open up one. Then just pop that bad boy into the VCR and, wait. Well, okay, I can't really tell you that it won't.
It's not. This is the meta. This is not the game. Yes, it's Dark Matter. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. So the game. This is the meta of the game, or the bookends. It's like an anthology. So this is like Squirrel Stapler. These are all the games that you can play, right? So let's take a look at them. But seriously, Mupo, thank you so much. I appreciate that, man. And Jeff to Artist, if I didn't say thanks, my mind's all over the place. Thank you as well, sir, as always. Very generous of you. This is called Acadel. I don't know what the fuck that's called. I can't see it. It's too pixely. This is called some bell thing. I don't know what that's called. I don't think we're going to be able to read what it's called. Can I click on this shit? Okay. You can't leave, not yet. First, grab the key on the TV, use it as a VHS lockbox, play the tape. When it ejects, I'll unbar the door. Okay. So this is called Solipsis. 2 astronauts search for geological features beneath the surface of the moon. Okay, that's an option. I'm going to pick 3. You guys tell me which one you want to play. We'll play them all, but this is called Undiscovered. A cursed tomb of kings lies hidden in the ancient jungle. Explore the tomb, learn its secrets, and find what lies. Dun dun dun. Uncovered. And then the last one. So we got Solipsis. We've got Undiscovered. And we'll look at, let's look at Squirrel Smasher. This is called Squirrel Stapler. Hunt squirrels, staple them to a corpse, meet God. Well, that sounds pretty good. What do you guys want to play? What do you guys want to play? My girlfriend's already scared of this and nothing's happening. Bruno, you need to set that lady straight. Lady, if you're watching the stream, nothing's happening yet. Here, you can have some Zoloft. It helps with anxiety. You got to calm the hell down, sweetheart. Squirrel Staple. I want to play that too, Dynamic. Does this mean Stills can start streaming? You never know. Okay, fuck it. We're doing Squirrel. We're doing it. Okay, we'll play them all. Don't worry. Now, again, we're not going to finish them all, because if one of them sucks, we'll move on to the next one. You better check that woman. Get those damn squirrels. Here we go. Let's put this in. Okay, unlock the tape in the comic page. All right, inventory. Where's my inventory? Where is the inventory? I don't have an inventory key, do I? Comic pages.
I didn't really have an end game in mind. I just knew that I was fucking done. This was the last time.
Okay, so I guess every one of these gives you a comic book page. What you getting?
But at least I was certain of it.
You know, my kid just came in here, and my kid comes in here, No, you come around. And she doesn't say, hi, Dad, you're awesome. I love you. You're nice. You know what she says to me? She says, where's your hat? God, you want to say hi?
Hello.
No one can see you over there. What'd you take?
Tootsie Roll.
Well, there's lots of stuff in here now. This is the Halloween thing.
For what? Halloween?
Yeah, put the fucking Tootsie Roll back.
You said I could take stuff.
Not just the same goddamn thing. I thought you'd take some variety.
What, you want me to have a variety?
You got some suckers. You got some dots.
Does it really matter if I have 4 Tootsie Rolls as opposed to, like, 3 Tootsie Rolls and a lollipop?
Probably not. Okay, we'll have fun.
Thanks.
Now I want some candy. Hang on. All right. I guess the writer of that comic page is like, Jesus, dude, you missed my writing. I'll go back to it. Stop being. I'm not being stingy with the candy. Okay. Here we go. Interactive squirrel game. It is a horror game, Bruno. Your girlfriend's right.
Alrighty, welcome back. Hope you picked the right tape, or this whole thing is fucked. No, I'm just kidding. There's no correct order. Funny enough, I actually can't set the order for you.
Good night, Laura Luna. Sleep tight.
Into active parts of your brain, if you knew what to expect. It's
Oh my God, I don't care. Let me play the game.
Or maybe I did set the order, and now I'm just tricking the virus into specific areas to more easily lobotomize.
What? Okay, let me just play. Wait, I got 2 of these up? Okay, what is going on with this game? Close that window. What? I don't understand this game. Okay, I guess it opens separately. How the fuck does this work?
Welcome back. Hope you picked the right tape, or this whole thing is fucked.
Okay, what is going on?
Just kidding. There's no correct order. Funny.
Okay, I want to play this game. Here. Okay. I think they don't launch from the actual game. You have to open a new window, which is a little confusing, but it is what it is. Okay, these games are made quick, man. And it's cool. It's cool they're doing this. What I love about this whole experiment is it's like low-budget horror films. And this is the guy who made Dusk, by the way. Okay. So, I mean, I think, they're going to have to cut corners. They don't have a big budget. So if that's how they have to launch their games, that's cool. I was just confused by it. Okay. Here we go. Hunt. Interactive squirrel hunting. We came here to get away from it all so that our love might blossom. But our love has not blossomed. Oh, shit. Did he kill his girlfriend or wife, or if maybe it's a girl you're playing? You came here for your love to blossom. You got a bucket full of turds. You got a mattress on the floor. I can't fathom why. I will cover her in the squirrels of the wood. Okay, so he's killed his lady friend. Did I ever tell you about this? A guy I went to film school with who taught there chopped his wife up. Literally tied her to a post, chopped her up, starting from her ankles, went up to her head. Obviously, she bled out before he got to the head. Then he went into the woods. He set his house on fire. He didn't realize his teenage daughter was in the house. He killed his wife and his daughter. He found out about it. He went into the woods and he shot himself in the head. He left 2 twin boys behind. Insane. In 5 days, God is coming. Nice. Well, I've been waiting, fellas. Was he a nice guy? Yeah, he was a really nice guy, but he was wound a little too tight, obviously, and shit went sideways, and saith the goat of the wood, thou shalt not staple squirrels. Aw, you'll go to the wood. I was trying to tell me what to do. I'm going to do what I want to do like I've always done. Go to the wood. You can't tell me nothing. Now, let's go down this. This is a big fucking log cabin. Oh, wait. Goddamn. Did he have too much candy? Fuck you. Everyone is busy making portals to hell. Why doesn't anyone make a portal to heaven? Well, maybe you get to... I did play Battletoads on a stream a couple days ago. I loved it. A lot of people hated it. I was watching a brief clip of Giant Bomb. And Jeff Gertzman was playing it. And he's just... I don't watch Giant Bomb, but everybody's like, oh, Jeff never likes anything. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. It's a fun game. I enjoyed it. It's time to hunt the squirrels. Tip of the day, use the map to orient yourself. Come back tomorrow for no. You got it, pal. Okay, there's the map. All right, where am I, though? Oh, I'm at the house. Okay, so we got to go to that question mark. I do that voice almost too good. Well, that's because I was born in the South. I was born and bred in the South. Look at that. Poison grass, do not eat. Oh, the squirrel done died. Okay, I picked him up. Let's go see if... Okay, we have 1 out of 5. Let's go staple the squirrel to the corpse of the girl. Is Bully available? Oh, I got to finish hunting. Is Bully available to get on Steam? I didn't know that. Your girlfriend can chat. What, she wants to call in? Put her on the fucking phone. Let's talk to her. I want to talk to her about you dressing up as Wonder Woman and if that bothers her. Okay, running is loud can scare squirrels. Stay low. You can hide. Use your ears. You can hear the squirrels. Your rifle's equipped with a scope. Okay, gotcha. I understand. I know what we're doing here, pal. All right, here we go. Have you met Jeff Gertzman? Yeah, I was on a panel with Jeff on Jeff Keighley's bonus round. I think it was me and Michael Pachter and Jeff Gertzman. Nice fella. Hello, Trish. Good to see you, Trish Una. Nice fella and all, but I just don't watch Giant Bomb. And every time I bring it up, people say, oh, yeah, Jeff doesn't like anything. And maybe that's like his shtick or his character. I don't know. But like I say, I have no idea because I don't watch it. Bully's on Steam. Okay. I have never played Bully. I'll take a look at it. Is the chat working, Trish? Yeah, if you go into the Discord, you can put yourself in the call-in show or put yourself in voice party chat, and I'll bring you into the private chat channel, and we can talk as friends do. Okay, squirrels drive you nuts. We had a lot of squirrels growing up in Alabama. We don't see many squirrels out here in California, though. Okay, I know. Play Bully. I got you. It's on the list. It's on the list. Is the stream bitrate messing with this? It could be. Does this not look very good for you guys? The game makes your eyes hurt. Okay, I mean, is this something we shouldn't be playing? Is this bad? Okay, let me at least get to a squirrel. Where am I? Oh, shit, I've gone off the beaten path. I got to turn back around. It's fine, says official. A cute dog. Where's a cute dog? There's a cute dog in the game? All right, let's see. Okay, we're getting close to the squirrel. It looks like Delta Force games back in the day. You remember those? That's right. All right. Oh, I can use my controller. Sweet. Nah, I'd rather use a keyboard. I'm not going to play FIFA. I have no interest at all in most sports games. Arcade sports games I love, but sim sports games, no. That fucking dog. I wish I could just get in his brain for a day and be like, dude, everything is fine. You don't need to, you only need to bark at the bad guys, and you have the... Where the fuck am I going? Okay, go north, you old salty fuck. And you have the ability to determine who the bad guys are. Settle the fuck down. Stop barking at everything. But it's so scary. No, it's not. You moron. He's on Prozac. You know my dog's on Prozac. Doesn't seem to be helping a goddamn bit. This game is balls. Moopo, is that bad? Is balls bad? You guys got to expand your palate. You guys are like people who only eat at McDonald's. People who only play AAA console games are like people who only go out to eat at McDonald's. It's just like, you got to try new things. The game medium is so rich. The game medium is so, the interactive medium is so amazing and so fresh and so new. You got to try. Where am I going? Can I fucking get to a squirrel? I don't like this game. Okay. Oh, I heard a squirrel. I'm so excited. Okay. Hang on. I don't like this game, but I heard a squirrel, so everything's good. Where is it? Oh, what's that over there? Well, let's go get that. Is that health? I got one squirrel so far. That's health. Am I just got to wander around looking for a fucking squirrel? This is kind of boring, you guys. Come on now. Come on now. I'm sorry, I gotta pull the trigger. I gotta see how it sounds. This game is asshole. Jaffe, correct me if I'm wrong, but you prefer to play this than Neil Druckmann masterpieces. Oh, it's Del the Gamer. Hello, Del. I don't like games that Naughty Dog makes these days. They're not my kind of games, Del. I prefer to expose myself to lots of different unique games, especially games that don't have the constraints of budgets or big budgets, because it allows the creators to be incredibly free with their visions. And as someone who makes games and loves games and has been playing games since they looked like adventure on Atari, I don't really need a game to tell me it's a movie for me to enjoy it. I need the interactive experience to engage my brainstem, pal. That's how that shit works. Okay, there's a squirrel somewhere, and I don't know where it is. It said to crouch and not run. Well, I know, but it's boring. Okay, let's crouch. Still, you're not talking about the game being PS1 style. Everything's pixelated. I don't know, man. I have no idea. My Friend Pedro or Hotline Miami. Uncharted is fun. Yeah, I liked the first couple of Uncharteds. I did not like Uncharted 4. I did not like The Last of Us. Now, as I've said numerous times, I always have to follow it up with the fact that I respect the fuck out of Naughty Dog as a developer, and I respect the fuck out of Neil Druckmann as a guy who clearly has a huge number of fans who loves what he does. I got no problem with that. I think that's wonderful. And he's made the company a lot of money, and he's allowed with that money, with the team that he's worked with, they've allowed other games to be tried, because every game's success leads to other things that Sony can try, but they're just not for me. And if they're for you, that's great. What do I care? This is not good. This developer's phenomenal. Now, maybe I'm just not settling into this thing. Maybe it's just not a good stream game. Oh, when I saw the gaming specs for the PS2, I was in Foster City, and Phil Harrison gave everybody a demo, and I'll never forget it because this is when Tomb Raider was the big fucking game that everybody loved, and he showed us this pool of water and was saying, basically imagine Lara Croft being able to dive into that pool of water. And it was like, oh my God, at the time it looked photorealistic. It was amazing. So my reaction was, holy shit. And then me and a bunch of the designers went over to like a Quiznos and spent the afternoon sitting at a table just brainstorming and letting our imaginations run wild, because we're like, oh my God, we're going to get to work on this amazing hardware where we're going to have a lot less limits than we had on PS1. So I was very excited. But that was, I was a youngster back then. I was a young game developer back then. And things like graphics, made me think that meant the game was better. But now I know better, for me personally. I'm going to stop this game. We're going to play another tape. We'll keep playing Dread X. And nothing's wrong with this, but am I really just supposed to... what the fuck? The first time you played Black, you were in shock of how expansive it was. Yeah, man. I remember when I saw the weather changing in Black. Did we ship with that? I don't remember. Where we had real-time weather in some of the levels where it would just start raining and shit. And I remember showing the press that, and it was the first day I saw it, and we were all like, holy shit, man. You've got real-time weather in this fucking thing. It was crazy. It's fucking crazy, man. Okay, do we want to move on to an... Oh, you cocksucker! You motherfucker! I did it! That was great. That boy, I'll tell you, it's like being in a desert with no water. It's like anything will get... It's like some gameplay. I'm excited. Okay, let's at least collect 3 more of these so we can staple them to the wall. I knew it had snow. I didn't remember we did rain. I know I'm a monster. I'm sorry. If a new Silent Hill isn't announced next year, you're going to rage quit gaming. I don't really believe you. Let me ask you a question, because I've never played a full Silent Hill game. I will be playing Silent Hill on the stream in a couple of weeks. Silent Hill 2 for the first time. What is it about that game in the sense that, do you actually sit there and say, I really, God damn it, you moron, you're a terrible hunter. Is it really the fact that the lore of Silent Hill, because I mean, there's lots of horror games, or is it like, no, dude, I like Pyramid Head, I like the whole city of Silent Hill or the town of Silent Hill? What is it about it that makes everybody want a sequel versus like there's 1,000 horror games you could play? Ultraman says, I think it's okay for series to end. Nothing needs to go on forever. Jaffe, why am I ignoring the question? I'm not ignoring it. I'm playing and I'm trying to chat with a lot of people. What was your question? Ask it again. Ask your condescending question again, sir. Silent Hill is the perfect horror game. I'm going to be playing it. I'm not judging it. I'm asking. I don't know. Mr. Director says, my life needs to go on forever so I can be racist forever. Dude, I don't care if you're fucking racist. I mean, I want nothing to do with racist people, but I believe in America, everybody has a right to express their opinions, even if they're stupid like yours are. As long as you don't act on them and do something to break the law, I support your right to have stupid views. That's one of the things that makes America great and always has. So if you want to be racist and you want to be cruel to other people, then go do that. Okay, now, what's fun? We only got 2 more squirrels. I have not played God of War for PS4. It will be something I stream sooner than later. I have a copy of it. I've had it since it came out. I have not played the PS4 version of God of War. I just wasn't feeling it for a while because, I made the first couple ones, or I directed the first one, I creative directed the second one for a while. I just didn't, it felt, like I'm not really interested. But now I'm playing a lot more games, and I'm like, you know what? I'd like to play that thing. That's a pickup over there. Did I kill it? No. Jaffe, are you a fan of Housemarque's games? I love Resogun. I haven't played Dead Nation. There you go. It's a lot of things you like about Silent Hill. The lore, but one of the things is interesting systems to get multiple endings. Okay, like taking care of yourself, healing. Okay, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I remember playing it on the PS1 or 2 when it came out, but I didn't play it for that long. So I'm looking forward to playing it a lot. Jaffe, did Bruno tell you to play a game called Tattletale? Dude, that guy tells me, is Bruno your boyfriend? Bruno tells me that goddamn thing all the goddamn time. I'm like, Bruno, I'll play the fucking thing. What is the deal? Are you going to die or something? Is this like that guy who got the bomb strapped to him with the pizza delivery guy? And it's like, if you don't deliver the pizza in 20 minutes, we'll set off the bomb. Is Bruno kind of sitting there going, dude, he's got to play Tattletale? I'll play it. I will absolutely play it. He's your boyfriend. He needs to calm the fuck down, Trish. What? Let me ask you a question. When you and him have the sexy time, do you have to whisper the word Tattletale in his ear to get him aroused? I'm sure you're a beautiful, nice, sweet lady who can get him aroused anyway, but is that really the magic secret sauce? When it's like, come on, baby, Tattletale. I mean, what is that? You hate the game. Okay, so why is he so obsessed with it? Trish, you must educate our chat. Why is he so obsessed with Tattletale? Silent Hill was groundbreaking, says MD. He wants you to be scared. Let me ask you a question. Hang on. I'll ask you a question in a sec, Trish. Silent Hill was groundbreaking, says MD. If you were there at the time, it teases you that you don't understand the story. It stays in your head. It's lost its punch again. Okay, so let me ask you a question. If I play it fresh, because I've never really played it, do you think it would, do you think it would hold up? Like, is it something I should play? Or it's like, yeah, it doesn't really work. It's something about doing this is kind of peaceful. Yeah, Jaffe, it's called hunting, you moron. I would never really hunt animals, but there's something about walking in the woods virtually and talking to you pals that's like, oh, this is kind of fun, and looking for squirrels and killing them. So Trish, he wants you to be scared, but you don't like being scared? Like horror movies and stuff don't work for you? Yeah, it's really weird, man. Some people love that. I love the feeling of being fake scared. Like, there's a real difference, obviously, in being entertainment scared, which is haunted houses and movies. Because I've been real scared before, because once I thought I was having a heart attack, but it was just a panic attack. And I was like, oh shit, this is really scary. And I had the wherewithal to go, this is nothing like being scared watching a slasher movie or watching a psychological thriller. This fear is probably physiologically totally different. But your boyfriend likes horror games. Gotcha. Okay. Hey, I like horror games too when they work. We played one yesterday, which was the best horror demo I've played in a long time. And I'm looking forward to the final game. Okay. You're playing Silent Hill right now, says Zan. It holds up. Good. The original games made by Team Silent hold up. The franchise has been passed to other developers, and those don't necessarily hold up. Okay. All we need is one more squirrel, you guys, and we can take him back to the corpse of that lady. Oh. And we can staple it to the corpse. Where did he go? Where'd he go? Jaffe, there's a definitive version of Silent Hill that was just released by fans? Really? Better than the HD version that everyone complains about? Where do I get it? 365 says, I believe condoms, tampons, and medicine should be free. Yeah, I think that would be great. I think that would be fantastic. I would love to have, personally, I would love to have more democratic socialism in America. I'm with you 100%. It's ridiculous that, that we make people who are suffering from illness, if you don't have a job, I guess you don't have a job, you can get on Medicaid or some such thing. But I mean, yes, medicine should be a lot easier to come by for people, 100%. People should not worry about losing their home if they get sick. I'm with you, pal. So you are okay with horror movies, not horror games. I understand. Okay. I don't agree with you, director. It's not libtard logic. Ban straws, give out free needles. If you actually understand how politics work, it's you get done what you can get done. The free needles have nothing to do with the straws. Hang on. Squirrels can survive a fall for as much as 30 feet. Okay. It's got nothing, one has nothing to do with the other. And the Republicans deal with the same shit. There are things that you can pass and things you can't pass. And clearly they've been able to pass certain things and not other things. Doesn't mean that they think straws are more important than needles. Come on now, you know that. You know better than that. If you want to, what the country needs, squirrels can eat their body weight. I don't give a fuck. What the country needs is better discourse. People stop fighting all the time. Oh shit, why did I get hurt? Now what happened to me? Let me go get some health. Thank God that, hey, by the way, did you know that what this is illegal? It's not, these guys who made this game could get sued by the Red Cross. Every game we've ever made for Twisted Metal, we have put a Red Cross in it. And for like the ambulances or health, and every time we forget and legal comes back to us and says, you guys got to change that. You got to make it orange or you got to change the shape because the Red Cross has a trademark on the Red Cross. And so you can't use it to represent health. Now, these guys aren't going to get sued. They're not a big target, but something you should know. Please don't kill the squirrels. I have to. The game's called Squirrel Stapler. Trish, in this game, we have to kill one more squirrel and take him back to the cabin that I'm staying in with my lady friend. I've murdered her, and I've stapled her corpse to the wall, and now I have to cover her corpse with dead squirrels, Trish. That's how it goes. I don't write the rules, man. I didn't design this one. Tell me again how socialism is a good idea. Well, I didn't say socialism is a good idea. I said democratic socialism, as someone like a lot of people in the Democratic Party define it. Here's what I'll tell you. I think we already have a lot of democratic socialism. Oh, there we go. I think we have a lot of democratic socialism in America. I think we have it with what we get from our taxes. We have it with Medicaid and Medicare. We have it... Hang on. Oh shit. We have it with... God damn it, hang on. There we go. Did I get him? There's a number of programs that we take advantage of as Americans that a lot of people who are like, I don't like socialism, would be upset if we lost them. So I think we need to be, here's what I think. I think for all the money we spend on taxes, we should do a better job of being a kinder, nothing of note to report some marginal abnormalities and readings that went away. Odd noises, probably squirrels. Okay. We should do a better job of taking care of our citizens. And a lot of people on the right, which I can understand and I respect, I don't agree with it, say, oh, well, that's going to make people lazy, blah, blah, blah. I think some of that's just institutionalized racism, but end of the day, I think people need help when they need help. And I believe very much in helping people out with my tax dollars. I believe that veterans should not be coming back from a war and ever be homeless. I think we should spend more money on teachers. I think we should spend more money on police training. I think we should spend more money to make sure veterans, when they come back, we guarantee, even though we can't guarantee it's going to be some mansion, we guarantee they will never be on the street. Can you imagine we're a country where we send people to fight for our freedom, and yet they can come back and a lot of them are living on the goddamn street? And you can't tell me you don't support that shit. Come on now. Jesus Christ. Okay, here we go. Let's go back to the cabin now. Let's go back to the cabin and staple this shit to the lady, and then we'll probably stop playing, because I'm not playing 5 days of this shit. We're going to move on. It's not bad. Well, you know what? That's not true. If day 2 changes, and I know this developer and I know this publisher, there's no way they're going to make me do this 5 days in a row and nothing's going to start getting scary. I can't imagine the guy who made this went back to Dread Central, Dread X, and said, it's not really horror, I just want to kill squirrels. It's like, no, it's got to get scary, dude. I think. If we're not socialist, I didn't say socialist. Electric Lettuce, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. It's like you can't have discourse with people anymore. I didn't say if we're not socialist, it's because of racism. This is what you typed. If we ain't socialist, it's because of institutional racism. Bullshit. I didn't say that. I said that a lot of people that say spending tax dollars to help out your fellow citizens is bad because your fellow citizens should be able to help themselves out and they're lazy. That kind of thinking, depending on the person, can often be because they're racist. Because what they're really saying is, I think Mexicans or black people are lazy. And that's the God honest truth, and you know it. I did not say that we're not socialists because we're racist. Now, why don't you engage in a conversation with some honesty and stop trying to win an argument? That's the problem with America right now. People are so goddamn mad at each other. Can't fucking discuss everything. Silly. Free healthcare makes a huge difference. It sure does. Okay, 365 says, but that isn't a lifestyle for some veterans. Seen some videos where they mentally prefer their lives. Okay, if there's a veteran that wants to live on the street, that's fine. But absolutely. It's America, you're free. If you want to live off the grid, or if you want to live on the street, whether you fought in a war or fought in the military or served in the military, nobody gives a shit. Go with God. But you know what? The minute you decide not to, or the minute you say, you know what, I could use a place to sleep and some food tonight, you show your fucking military veteran card, we should be there to take care of you. You don't go, think about that. You're risking your life for all of us, and we're too fucking stingy to say those people, when they come back, don't deserve a lot more than we give them. Come on now. Jesus Christ. Quickly get to the house before my girlfriend gets back from getting a snack. I'm trying to get to the house, but this is a big open environment. Okay, here we go. It doesn't make any sense. Mr. Director says they're risking their life for the government. Where am I going? I need to go south. They're risking their life for the government, not the people. The government is the people. You elect people to make decisions on your behalf. If you're upset that the government is sending these people to risk their lives in wars that you don't believe in, then you should get engaged in your civic duty and responsibility and elect somebody else. But the government is not some mystical, magical thing that you have no control over. You have control at the local and the federal level and the state level over how this country and how your state and how your town gets run. And if you're too fucking lazy and disengaged to care about that, but instead you'd prefer to just complain, then that's fine. A lot of people partake in that hobby, but it's not valuable, it's not useful, and it makes you look like a goddamn moron to people who are actually engaged in the process. That's all I'll tell you. Okay. What's this? This is a secret, right? Okay, it's this tower. Let's see what this is. Well, not when nobody votes. Yeah, you should fucking vote. Go fucking vote. Vets should not have to pay for OnlyFans. Yeah, well, that's... Oh, God, I don't care. Once a lady, lonely artist, lived by himself in the woods, desiring to ease his loneliness, he saved his meager earnings, purchased a fine paintbrush, cracked from the hair of a beautiful woman. I don't care. Don't care. Think about that. Think about that play mechanic we just encountered. The play mechanic says, I need to go southeast. The play mechanic says, at this point in the game, we think you'd like to stop walking and hunting squirrels and looking for the cabin, and you'd like to do some reading. That's the mechanic at play there. People don't think a lot of times about fucking putting notes in video games. Nobody wants to fucking stop and read a goddamn note. Certainly nobody wants to read pages of them like they fucking put in the Skyrim games. God, I'm cranky. It's, okay, Joe says, how is this scary? It's not scary yet. But I do trust the publisher. I trust the developer. I have to imagine this is going somewhere. They're doing something with this theme, and come day 2, it's going to get creepy. If not, we'll move on to another game. No problem. I will give up on this game if, once we get to the cabin, nothing happens. If I staple the squirrels and it's like, go do it again, and I kill my first squirrel and something hasn't changed, like, it's not, then I think we're done. But I got to give it that opportunity because, some things are slow burn, man. Jaffe, you give less time to isolation. Come on, man. Yeah, okay, think about that for a minute, though. Okay, I want you to think about that. Let's talk about game design for a minute. I gave less time to Alien Isolation than this. Do you know why? Because this game has me hooked for a moment. There's 2 things that have me hooked. It's fun shooting the squirrels. There's a sense of tension that comes when you spot a squirrel and you're like, I don't want him to get away, because you don't have a radar. So it really is like, oh shit, I see one. So that's fun and that's engaging. And then I want to see what happens when I put the skins on the lady in the house. Those are 2 things. The game has laid 2 breadcrumbs out to keep me playing. I'm at the cabin now, Trish. That's better game design. Alien Isolation was just like walk around. The game does have a compass. It's up in the upper left. I just haven't been paying attention to it. There's a map. That's all on me, man. All right, so let's go do the stapling, shall we? Here you go. Look at Trish's face. I thought you were calling in, Trish. We should get you on the phone right when I do the stapling, but it's too late. Here we go. Let's staple some squirrels, shall we? The government is the people. What a load of bullshit. Oh, Mr. Director, that's the sign of someone who can't discuss in good faith. If you want to explain to me how the government is not the people, that's fine. Then this is your ability. This is your discourse ability. I tell you the government's of the people. I explain how the government is the people. And your response is not, no, Jaffe, the government's not the people because X, Y, Z. Your response is, the government is the people. What a load of bullshit. Jaffe, you can't be serious. Goodness gracious, for my entire life since I was in 8th grade civics class, I thought the government was the people. I thought every 2 and 4 years we have an election and actually can change the course of our country by our votes. And also by lobbying, which is unfortunate, and also by amending the Constitution if 2/3 of the states decide to ratify it. I thought all those things were true. But thank God Mr. Director shows up in my chat on a fucking random Wednesday afternoon and has this brilliant oratory skill where he says, Jaffe, the government is the people. What a load of bullshit. You have just turned me around, sir, with your ability to debate and discuss and argue. I appreciate that. Here we go. Press action, default left mouse to staple the squirrels to your beloved. Look at that. Put them wherever you want. All right. I done did it. Now what? Oh, you're on a phone. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you can use it on a phone. Sorry. Call in later. I'm sitting here playing Fall Guys while she's falling for other guys. What? You socialists get so angry. I'm not angry. I'm not angry about anything, actually. I'm not angry at all about discussing politics. I am angry about the fact that I'm clearly dealing with an individual who has the intellectual capacity of a head of lettuce. Because I'm like, dude, if you want to actually tell me how my political views are wrong, that's fair. I respect that. Let's have that discussion. Oh, you're just bullshit. Okay, I see where we are. All right, I'm going to go lay down on the mat and go to sleep. If nothing changes when I wake up, we're getting out of this game and going into another one. Here we go. You're sleeping. Mupo, thank you so much for the super chat again. I appreciate it. He says, I love Hyper Jaffe. He's the best. Thanks, man. The entire founding of America is based on the government is not the people. That's why the founding fathers admitted they are not the same. The founding fathers set up a republic to say that the people will elect the representatives to govern the people. So we're not basically living under a fucking king like we were in England. I don't know what you're talking about. What is angering is dealing with someone who doesn't have the same educational basis to even understand how Athenian democracy works or a federal system. Well, I would agree, but you know what? Dwarman explained to Mr. Director then how this is the government for the people, by the people, and of the people. It's written right there in the goddamn Declaration of Independence. All right, that means nothing. To say government is the new king means nothing. What's the backstory? Okay, now look, guys, we're doing day 2. We're not going to do all of day 2. I'm going to kill the first squirrel. And if I kill the first squirrel, America is a republic, yes. If I kill the first squirrel and nothing changes, we're done. We'll move on to another game in this collection. I heard a squirrel. Did you hear him? What I'm hoping happening is that you kill the second squirrel day 2 and he starts to lose his mind or something like The Shining. I can't imagine this game is actually asking me to literally just wander around and fucking kill some squirrels. Okay, there's some over there. Let's go get these guys. Okay, where's the... We need a dead... Gotta kill the squirrel. It's not... Oh, it's not squirrel stew. You're literally stapling the squirrels to your girlfriend's corpse. Which I think is a delightfully creepy concept. But I'm kind of over it. I need more. Oh, there he is. Okay. See? Alien Isolation? That's engaging right there. I saw him out the corner of my eye. I'm chasing after the squirrel. That's exciting. It's exciting. What do you want from me? I hope there's persistence, though. I hope he hadn't gone anywhere. I hope I can actually get a chase going. If it's like, oh yeah, we stopped drawing that squirrel the minute he left your point of view. I'm like, oh, come on, guys. The main character may have a breakdown. I don't know. I hope he has a breakdown. I'm starting to have... Oh, what's that? What's that? Like, this may be that I'm seeing squirrels and they vanish, right? I mean, that's kind of cool. If that... Like I said, I have a feeling something weird is going to go on day 2. If it doesn't, we'll move on. Don't worry. Okay, there's a squirrel. There's a squirrel. All right, let's go see what happens. I got motion sickness playing Alien Isolation and Control. I was frustrated the field of view cannot be adjusted. Yeah, I understand that. You must become the squirrels to beat them. Scott Campbell, who made Twisted Metal with me and the team in Utah, couldn't play a lot of Twisted Metal because it would make him motion sick. And it was like, dude, you're one of the key developers of this game. You're one of the co-directors. You can't play it that long. He's like, I know, dude. It makes me sick. A lot of people still get motion sick. Oh, Mr. Director, you're so stupid. So, I mean, honestly, you know, let me ask the chat. The chat, I'm more than happy to continue discussing and debating with Mr. Director. He's probably a troll. Should I just ignore him, or do you want me to keep talking to him? Because I could keep talking to this guy because he's a maroon. What he just typed is insane. But if it's like, Jaffe, we don't want to hear you talk about that, no problem. We'll talk about whatever. Why do most indie horror games have pages to read? Well, they don't have... Okay, I'll ignore them. They don't have any budget, but they want to tell a story. And so they use... thank you so much. I can't read your name from here. Zimu Chin. I appreciate that, man. Thanks so much. They don't have a budget. See, you know what Jason Blum does, Blumhouse? It's like, if you don't have a budget, he's like, adjust your story so you can tell your story with the budget you have. But the movies are still good, but I'm like going, if you can only tell your story through making the player read shit, like on the regular, then I would say that story is, that story is probably not what you should be telling. Same thing with a cutscene. If the only way you can tell your story is with a cutscene, in a video game, you probably don't need to be making it a game, or you probably need to change your story, in my opinion. I know everybody likes cutscenes, but I don't like them. I want to play a game. That's why I signed up for this fucking thing. I'll do a full. I've been threatening to do a full-on political stream soon. We can debate and discuss then, because I know not everybody likes listening to that stuff. I love it. I adore debating and discussing politics, but I get not everybody does. And all I have to do is remind myself. I used to love to go to Will Wheaton's blog when he would write about geek shit and Star Trek and all that. And then he started writing a lot about hockey, and he started writing a lot about poker. And I just had to go, I'm out. And I'm like, oh man, I love this guy's writing. I bought some of his books. But I'm like, dude, I don't really give a fuck about your poker. And I know a lot of people who come here really don't want to be listening to fucking political jibber jabber. But I will do a political stream soon, for sure. Ficture, okay, I understand this game. Look, all I want to do is go to day 2. But think about seriously, you guys, I'm not fucking around with you. At a game design level, think about this. You guys, a lot of you guys have watched the stream before. You know good and well that I bail on games fast, right? I'm like, I don't give a fuck. But for some reason, I'm still playing this game because there's something about it. Like I think it's so weird and strange that I want to see what's going to happen at least a little bit more. Like I want to see if I staple a couple more squirrels, does something happen? That's all I'm saying. I understand though. I mean, at a level, you're like looking at this going, Jaffe, come on, man. I'm with you. But aren't you curious? Aren't you curious what happens if you staple a few more squirrels to the lady's corpse? We only got to get 2 more fellas and filleties, and that's it. And look, I'm also a little worried about Trish. She's terrified of this game. I don't want to scare the lady, but I'm just telling you something. I think if Bruno doesn't get to see what happens to these squirrels, he's going to be upset. Come on now. Okay, where are we going? Come on, there's got to be a fucking squirrel somewhere. This is ridiculous. What if I just stop? What if I just stop moving? Let me crouch. Let me go slow. Yes, classic Krusty. The game has a lot of characters to chase. Mutant Mo says more stapling on corpses. It's hot. Yeah, it totally could have been on PS1. Although I don't think they could have had the world this big. This world is pretty fucking massive for a game that looks like this. Well, it doesn't matter how the game looks, but it's pretty fucking massive. I don't think PS1 could have done environments this large. I mean, they could have. No, they did Tale of the Sun. You would have just had a lot of drawing and fogging and stuff. Okay. So you don't have audio. It's not 3D audio. So I know there's a squirrel around me, but I don't know where. Yeah, Cabela was huge, man. But, I mean, I never played those games because I'm not into it. Although, I'm starting to think that they might be fun. I should try a hunting game. The map on there was much more basic. You mean on Tale of the Sun or you mean on this game? Oh, Cabela. Okay. Come on, man. Somebody find me a squirrel. Yeah, you would have had a lot of fog on PS1. It would have been creepier. That's true. Trish, I agree. It's boring. I'm not sitting here trying to sell you guys on this game. All I'm saying is if I can find 2 more squirrels, we can see if anything happens to the lady. That's it. I mean, aren't you curious what's going to happen to her corpse? No, that's not a squirrel. feel like Bill Murray in Caddyshack. Delta Gamer, you're just coming to a conclusion that you and I have different. That you and I have different tastes in games. Yeah, of course we do. Did I get him? Did I get him? I know you guys must think I'm a moron for playing this. It's just engaging. I don't know. Yeah, look, Big Game Hunter. I'm telling you something. I'm telling you. Trish, go to... Oh, what the fuck? I understand. I'm not a maroon. I get it that you guys... That's a big squirrel. Are they getting bigger? These are getting bigger, you guys. I'm telling you. Yeah, if Death Stranding was like this, I would have played it. Yes, Mario's curious. Ionic's curious. There's something about this that's compelling for a certain kind of brain. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to finish it, but I do want to see. We know just there that squirrel got bigger. Fuzznats wants to see where it goes. Yeah. Yeah, this has already been a top 5 Jaffe stream. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You think the hunter becomes a squirrel at the end? Maybe, or maybe they start hunting you. I scooped Death Stranding. You got it for $18 on Amazon. You want to play it on PC for the graphics? I can see that. I can't imagine I will ever play that game. Like, somebody would have to pay me money to play that game. It just looks so dull. And can you believe I'm saying that and I'm playing this? But again, but this game has shit going on. And maybe Death Stranding does too. But when people have pitched me Death Stranding and I've watched people playing it, it doesn't look very good. It looks really slow. But I mean, you know, and I'm a Kojima fan, fellas. I like the man. I like his work. Yeah, you loved it, Mario. Gotcha. Thank you, Classic Krusty. I appreciate that. What am I doing? I'm trying to find my last squirrel. If I kill this last squirrel, we can staple it to the lady, and then we can see what changes. And then if nothing changes, we'll play another game. And I'll play this later at midnight by myself. Or I'll stream it, but it won't be on a proper stream. Because I want to see where this is going. I have faith in this publisher and this developer. But at the moment, I'm kind of going, okay, I got to crouch. Hang on. Let me shoot. Oh, a good thing I did that. The gameplay, believe it or not, is not dull. The gameplay when you're actually playing it is engaging. This is fun. I have never played a hunting game before because I don't like hunting. But if this is what a hunting game is like, this is really fun actually. It may not be fun to watch and stream, and I can totally appreciate that. Which is why after, if nothing happens soon, I'm going to stop. But this is really. I've not really had this kind of feeling because it's not stealth. Because I don't care. I don't care if the squirrel necessarily sees me. It's not stealth. It's a different kind of feeling that I haven't really gotten in games. Okay, I need one more squirrel. But it works when I crouch. Okay. Far Cry Primal is like this. Okay, I did not know that. I've never played it. Death Stranding is an example of why most publishers, developers don't take chances in AAA. Yeah, I mean, well, you can take chances, but somebody on the chat was telling me yesterday, and I wasn't aware of this, that they gave Kojima carte blanche to do what he wanted. And That clearly was a mistake. I mean, they should have given the guy a lot of freedom for fucking sure. Sony's always been great about that. But there is a point where you got to look at the game and say, Kojima, man, this thing ain't focus testing well. Nobody's enjoying it. But I guess it was worth it to him. Electric Lettuce, yeah, my view could be clouded. I've just watched people play it and it looks boring. See, I hear him. Snow, I like that about Sony as well. I think that's great they do that. They've always, and I don't know if they're going to continue to do that with sort of the new regime, but certainly under Shuhei and even before Shuhei, they were really good about letting people take chances. Okay. And that's, I think, what really allowed them to be as successful as they are. They're a lot bigger now, and they may still be doing that. I don't know. I don't know what the mandate is. Jim Ryan may be like, no, you guys keep doing that shit. It's great. I have no idea. I'm curious too, Trisha. I have no idea what's happening. Okay. Now the question is he... See? Motherfucker. Goddamn right. All right, let's go back. All we got to do is go straight. We got to go southwest? No, southeast. Justin says Death Stranding's not for me, but I'm glad a developer was given full creative freedom. I'm glad as well, but I think, was it Delroy that was saying that's why you don't see a lot of that? I mean, look, Kojima is Kojima. He should do what he wants, and if that's what he wanted to make, that's great. But I do think it's probably hurt Sony in the future saying, you know what, make what you want. Because it wasn't a very successful game. It would have been nice if he would have been like, I have a really big responsibility on my shoulders. And he may have felt that way, where I need to make sure this isn't just what I want to make, but I need to make sure it's commercial enough that Sony feels that they took a good gamble on me. I mean, but I'm sure he felt it was brilliant. Look, I felt Drawn to Death was brilliant, but a lot of people didn't. And no one showed up to buy it, and Sony lost money. So I'm really no different. I think you just got to go for what you like, and if you're an executive, you know that every time you roll the dice, you're taking a chance that you're throwing money away. But that's how you get great things, too. I don't know how much it sold, Dave Carr. Hello, Dave Carr. Good to see you again, man. But I know it wasn't the hit they wanted it to be. Delroy says, I respect Kojima for not doing the obvious. I agree with that. It would have been easy to make Metal Gear again. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Oh. Okay. That was the ghost of a squirrel? What was that? Ultra says, I applaud the creativity of Death Stranding, but boring is boring. I mean, yeah, that's my theory. Okay, so I need to go a little more south. I think it was a ghost of a squirrel, because it hit me and took some of my health. Ghost of Squirrel Shima. All right, let's go see what happens. Maybe the wife is like communing with the dead squirrels. Is like, kill my husband. I don't want squirrels. I want skin. Give me back my skin or give me yours instead. Come on, you guys. It's kind of cool. Right? Come on. Come on. Kojima said it did okay and turned a profit. Okay. I mean, maybe that's true. Okay. I'm sorry, you guys. I hate to bore the fuck out of you. I have to see what happens. Something out there is hunting me, he says. Yeah, it was. Ionic says, I'm invested. I have to keep playing. Trish says, is it me or is the house getting dark? I don't know. I don't know how many days I have to do this, but it says God is coming soon. If it keeps getting interesting, we're going to keep playing. I'm sorry, fellas. If you bail, I'll appreciate it. I'll understand. Dwarman says, I'm honest to God enthralled. I know. I want to see what happens. This is crazy as fuck. This guy who made this game, he made Dusk. He's the real deal, man. He's the real deal. Need of Madness says, you sunk cost, you may as well finish it. Hello, Panda Forever. For everyone, sorry. The game is cool, man. Okay. Let's see what we can find. Okay, I'm going to crouch. Is your avatar on PSN Snidely Whiplash? I don't know. It's something from PSN. I don't know. I think it's some devil or something. Trish says there's a game like this called Lone Survivor. Okay. I don't know if Death Stranding was a failure. Electric Lettuce 10. I have no idea. I was asking. Look, all I can tell you is Death Stranding did not interest me. If you liked it, that's awesome. Good for you. And if it made a profit, even better. Is there a save function? No, there's not. I wish there was, though. Amar, cool stories from the dark web. I don't have any right now, but I'll do some on the next. I'll do some on the next stream. I like them, but a lot of the chat ends up bailing. But I will do a, just like I'll do a politics stream. I'll do like a creepy story stream. I love that shit. Kingdom, I don't know. People, the game is very pixely. So I'm assuming it's just not a game that streams very well. How do I figure out what my bitrate is? I have OBS open. If you can tell me if I can change my bitrate in real time, I'm happy to change it and see what happens. Yeah, director, calling for the politics stream. That's great. Panda says, I love when you talk politics or creepy story way more than when you talk games or play games. I hear you. Everybody's got the different things they like, man. But I know that the stream and the subs and the videos do better when I focus on the games. It's not that I don't like the other things, but the other things, you know, didn't seem to be building enough of a following, so I want to try something else. But it's not that I don't dig talking about it. Hello, Cooper. Good to see you. I would like a creepy story stream. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. Oh, is that a bear? Oh, it's a squirrel. Oh. that Totoro? What the fuck was that? I need health. Oh, I got an extra large squirrel. Now I just need health. I'm not going to survive another one of those. But no, I assure you, if I could talk about exactly what everybody wants me to talk about at exactly the right time, that would be fantastic. But unfortunately, I can't do it. Hello, Trey. Good to see you, pal. I don't know what my upload speed is. I know I've checked it, and it's really good. There's something in the woods that we didn't expect. I find tracks. I hear it at night. Blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I have pretty good internet for sure. It's not about what I enjoy talking about the most. I enjoy talking about all these things the most. Trust me, I won't talk about things if I don't give a fuck about them. But end of the day, I also want the audience to have a good time and be entertained. And, you know, so it is an attempt to make an entertaining stream. And part of making an entertaining stream is giving the audience as much as they want that I can within the realm of me still doing what I want. That's kind of the basis of all entertainment for the most part, except porn, I imagine. I don't know if people who make porn are actually enjoying it. They might be. This is called Squirrel Stapler. And you're playing this guy who's taken your lady love to the woods, and you've murdered her, and you have stapled her body to the wall of the cabin. And every day you're going out hunting for 5 squirrels, of which I have 3 right now. Although something's hunting me now. And you're taking them back to the cabin to staple the squirrels to her dead corpse. Or her dead corpse, or corpse. And I'm dead. Oh, health, thank God. Run, Luke, run. And as we're into day 3, shit's getting weirder. Did you hear about the celeb who made an OnlyFans account and got $2 million in 2 days? I did not. What did they do? Like, are they like Kim Kardashian or like an internet celebrity? And if so, what was the reason for their money? Zeno says some people definitely enjoy making porn. I can imagine a lot of people don't. Okay. See, is that a sound volume for the bad guy? Okay, I'm not making any sound. Because there's a little sound indicator in the upper left. Mutant Mo, you write about the adult industry. Well, tell me, do they like doing it? I agree, Panda. I think Colin left kind of funny, and his initial take was, remember, he was doing the history stuff. Oh, lots of them. You know, Colin, I forget what it was called, but remember he would like talk about empty, fuck you. He would talk about historical stuff. And yeah, I don't think he figured he could make a living at that. And he's making a great living now. And I don't think he doesn't like what he's doing. But, you know, it's always a balance. You got to do stuff you like and the audience likes. If you only do one, you get Death Stranding. Oh, I mean, that's terrible. But again, I mean, look, let me tell you something. Let me tell you guys something. My biggest successes in video games have absolutely come when I focused on what I wanted and what the audience wanted. My biggest failures in games have come when I was like, oh, I've got this. I know what I'm doing. I'll do exactly what I want. And the audience was like, yeah, no thanks. So it's always a balance. Always a balance. I was only burning Death Stranding because we were just talking about it. Okay, I gotta kill this fucker. Look at him. Look at him go. Look at him go. All right, we need one more, fellas. Colin said on his podcast he was so bored talking about history. Oh, there you go. After a few months, he switched back to games. There you go. That's great to know. I hope Sony gets a first-person horror game out of Kojima. That would be cool. It's funny that this is this is making my PC run kind of hot. I think my PC's fucked up. I got to take it in. I understand that high-end shit makes it run hot. This shouldn't be making my PC run hot. I thought we were going to go through all the the Dread X games. Can you believe it? This is crazy. We've been on one game, but it's not bad. It's kind of good. It's not for everyone, but I love Heartman, BB, Die, Heartman, Deadman, and Locke. I don't know if you're talking to me. I don't know what that is. What are my PC specs? I'll tell you after we turn off the game. Ubisoft games. I'm kind of over them. I like them, but I'm kind of over the open world collectathon, fetch quests kind of thing. Alan, the game may be terrible to watch, but it's fun to play. Hey, you won't get an argument from me. Death Stranding has great IP stuff. I like the characters. I even like some of the story ideas, like the rain that makes you forget shit. Some of the industrial design is great. I'm not slagging on the overall thing. What I heard the gameplay didn't seem interesting to me personally. Come on, we need one more squirrel. Don't care. Okay, I'm going to crouch. That's what brings him out, I think. So you have a 2-week STD test in porn, and you have to test daily for COVID. Yeah, I guess so. I hadn't thought about that. So they're still shooting porns right now? The adult industry's still going? Do you think with the return of Crash and Ratchet, we might see a resurgence of large-scale AAA platformers as Xeno? No, I don't. You saw Bear where? I do not think you will see a resurgence. I think you'll see a resurgence in the sense that you'll get a little more, but I don't think we're ever going back. Things could come back, but I don't know. I don't think so. I think now they're just a genre that it's and I think it's a very valid genre. But I don't think we're ever going back to the days of Mario and Crash and that being most of what people make. I'll tell you, the first CES I ever went to, all there was like jumping bop mascot games. And it was just like, oh my God, enough. And I feel that way now about Battle Royale games and open world games. The industry's I guess it's always, that's any entertainment. Any entertainment industry, unless it's like indie, follows the herd, because I guess business comes before creative and expensive things, which I understand. Okay. There he is. Brian King says fads. Yeah, and then executives who say, I want some of that money that the youngsters are spending on the Fortnite. God damn it, Jaffe. Yeah, I wonder if I have to get an extra large squirrel. The first game you ever 100%ed was Crash. Interesting. I don't think the first game I ever 100%ed was a Shantae game. And maybe then I 100%ed Shovel Knight. And I think I did a Mario Super 3D World. I'm not a huge... I'm a completionist. I like to be a completionist. Like I'm playing Grindstone right now and I'm having to max out every level before I move on. But I may not finish because it's exhausting. But it's fun, though, at the same time. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Motherfucker. Motherfucker. I've never gotten a platinum ever. Lord Raiden. I have Mortal Kombat. No, I have. Do I have Mortal Kombat 11? Maybe I'll play a fighting game eventually. We'll see. Bella claimed to make $1 million. Who? Bella Thorne? Some performers feel slighted by such a gross difference in results from producing independent content. Is Bella Thorne who you're talking about? It's sad you can't meet Bruno in person. Anyone? Oh, is that right? He's your boyfriend, but you've never met him in person? How does that work? Have you played Fatal Frame Series 1? A long time ago. Okay, so wait, Bella Thorne, she does full nudity now? It's so interesting because my kids watched Shake It Up on the Disney Channel when they were little. And Zendaya was on it and Bella Thorne was on it, and they played best pals. And to watch the difference in their careers has been really interesting because Zendaya has become... I got it, you fuck. Zendaya has become like a genuine in-demand actress that people want to work with, and Bella Thorne almost feels like she's like a hair's breadth away from being a porn star, which is nothing's wrong with that, but I just wonder if, I wonder if in her mind she's like, what the fuck happened to my career? She's like, no, I dig this shit, She directed a scene for a major porn network. Okay, so Bella Thorne is the one who made $2 million. How? Oh, you used to meet up with... So you do know you've met your boyfriend. Okay. As a male in your 40s, are you attracted to female in your 40s, or do you still prefer younger women? I mean, truth be told, it depends on the woman, but certainly, yeah. I mean, if it was just based on visual, and someone said you can be intimate with Be Intimans, the dessert company, with a lady who's 25 or a lady who's 50, I'd choose the 25-year-old. And I would imagine most women would say the same thing about men. I mean, younger women are just, if you strip away everything else, their personality and all that, and you're just talking about judging based on someone's looks, then yeah, I think younger women are more attractive at a pure physical level. And that's not always the case. Oh. Obviously, there can be super sexy women that are older, but if you're just talking on average, yeah, I find younger women sexier. I've seen good-looking 40-year-olds too. I'm not saying they don't exist. I'm saying on average. Yeah, Lord says younger's generally more attractive. It's just biology. I don't think I'm going to have anybody screaming on Twitter Electric Lettuce. I mean, if somebody wants to scream about what I'm saying I find personally a turn on, then fuck them. I mean, I can't tell you what I find more attractive. I'm not saying older women should be shamed and they don't get a seat at the table. But I am absolutely saying my preference would be for younger. Yeah, no, we're not restarting. We're not restarting. That's the game, folks. We'll play a different game. No. Well, I enjoyed that. But there's no fucking way I would play that again. because I can't save it, and they want me to go back and restart the whole day. Yeah, no. Someone tell me what. Let's watch the ending on YouTube real quick. Okay, let's watch the ending, and then we'll jump to the next game. Okay. Is it this one? Is it this one? Is it this one? Squirrel Stapler on YouTube. Okay.
Exploding squirrels or giant squirrels.
Okay, so eventually God is coming.
Still make it.
You got to get back to the cabin. Here comes God.
He's gonna go straight south and not stop. Of course, I was as far away as possible.
Okay, we don't care. Let's jump ahead a little bit.
Must be God. Where is it? Huh?
I don't know what God's going to do. I don't know. What you missed is we died and it said you have to restart the day, and we were almost done with the day. And I said, fuck that bullshit. So I'm watching the ending on YouTube.
Oh!
You're kidding me.
You win.
I know I'm smacking. Fuck you.
So that was something. I guess we killed the squirrel god, and that's just how it is. There was no real storyline. It was just a bunch of scary things and.
Okay. Well, I'm glad we didn't stick around for that. That was unsatisfying. Let's play another one. All right, Dread X Collection.
I actually can't set the order for you. The virus would redevelop into active parts of your brain if you knew what to expect. It's, it's tricky like that. Or, maybe I did set the order and now I'm just tricking the virus into specific areas to more easily lobotomize.
I have to find a key. Okay.
Anyways, let's continue. See that door? Go through there.
The games are not minimized, no. I think we need another key to get another tape. I like this structure more than the last Dread X. This has a nice wraparound that's a lot cooler.
Welcome to my menagerie of terror. I know, not exactly ideal laboratory settings. I had to work with what was around, which, given current circumstances, well, it was a lot of... you'll see. But hey, don't knock it. This stuff is going to save your life. In these rooms are 11 different contraptions. Each contraption holds another key. Solve a puzzle, get the key, watch another tape, rinse and repeat until cured. You can tackle the puzzles in any order. Like I said, I just can't actually give you an order. Ruining the surprise, virus spreading your brain, yada, yada, yada.
Okay, so we have you don't have you don't have to finish a game to get a key, but you do have to solve a puzzle to get a key. And I guess each room has a puzzle. Let's see what some of the options are. Okay. The King of Tithes demands payment. Okay. I would never be a nudist, no. I have no idea what I'm doing. Let me ask you a question. Do you like puzzles like this in video games? When I was younger, I used to love puzzles like this in adventure games, and now I just hate them. I'm just like, that's not why I play games anymore. But a lot of people love them. Oh, Jack says, I must say I had a lot more patience with puzzle games back in school. Snowfly says no. Yeah. Quiet Night doesn't like them either. Yeah, I hate them. Like, they're not fun. Okay, don't play Silent Hill. Okay, so let's see. I guess I got to put an amount of blood in the... to balance the thing. Okay, so... Oh, okay. I got it. I think. Okay, we have to remove some blood now. I see. Okay. That's balanced. Come on. The puzzle box in God of War was great. What was that? I do like Spawn Zenmoth. Your brain has been destroyed, Cooper, when you're playing games. The minute you hit a roadblock, you want to check Twitter. Yeah, I'm with you. It's especially bad if the game isn't puzzle heavy and it just stops the game, right? I think it's fun to use your brain too, but it depends on the context. Okay, so... Well, use your brain here. Solve this for us. The King of Tithes demands payment to be precise. The pound of flesh in blood. I'm assuming that's the pound of flesh. And I have, don't I have, the left side looks a little high. Okay. So we need something else. Okay. Okay, so probably we need the horse to go. When it's out. Wow, come on now. Hello, AR. What? Okay, so the right side's a little high, which means it needs more blood. I'll put the fly blood. Now it's too high. Okay. Which means maybe we get rid of the rabbit. And we add... What is this fucking thing? I don't fucking know. I came down from my sugar high. Well, it's not my sugar high. It's just getting late. We've been playing for a while. All right, Mutant Mo, good to see you, man. See you soon, man. Would I ever play Metal Gear 5? Probably not. I enjoyed Metal Gear 4. I finished it, but it was kind of long, and the cutscenes drove me crazy. I hear Metal Gear 5 is a lot more of that. Okay. I don't know. What do you guys think of this? Is this... Do we want to switch? Do we want to play something else? We want to play Samurai Jack for a few minutes? Let me just see if there's one more puzzle. I don't think, I mean, I like this. I just think maybe I'm just not in the headspace. I don't know. I don't want to solve puzzles in order to earn the right to play horror games. But I know a lot of people like that stuff. Like, I just want to play horror games. Okay, Metal Gear had the least cutscenes. I'll be honest with you, I'm just really not that interested in playing it. That's just the fucking truth. Meaning Metal Gear. I'm not that interested in playing Metal Gear 5. Yeah, this is too much. I just want to play a horror game. I don't need all of this stuff. I mean, it's neat. It's well done. It's well done. It's for sure it's well done. But I thought I was going to play 10 horror games, and now I've got to do this meta thing. I don't want to do this meta thing. All right. We're done. We're done with this for now. Okay. Let's kill this one for now. Again, I'm going to go back and play this on my own. Maybe I'll stream it again, but yeah. Metal Gear has the least cutscenes, one of the most stretched out games. I just don't care about it. That's just the fucking truth. I just don't give a fuck. I'm kind of over Metal Gear. I think it's one of my favorite series, but there's nothing I've seen in Metal Gear 5 that makes me go, I want to jump into that and I want to play that. That's just kind of how that goes. Good night, Jack Lee. Good to see you, pal. Okay. Let's play this. I don't know what this is. I just bought it because it was $2 and I said, fuck it. Let's play it. We're going to play this for a few minutes. See what this is. Called Phantom Breaker. I don't know. I do like the look of anime games. I absolutely do. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Can I jump? Oh, you push up to jump. Interesting. What are my... Oh, okay, I see. What was that Dreamcast game, Guardian Heroes, that was the first game I ever saw that let you kind of jump into the bat? I mean, why do you hate when someone says hentai, Trish? Oh, that said 9 hit, not shit. I mean... Whoa. I like the look of this game. And it feels good to hit. Hentai is anime porn. Yeah, this is not hentai. It's not personal to ask what kind of porn I watch. It's just creepy. Such weird characters. We get it. All right, here we go. Here we go. Listen, here's the deal, fellas. So that's a Jaffe stream. That's a Jaffe stream. Or no, that's Gavin and Games. Sorry, I'll get used to the new title. But listen to me. Seriously. So here's what we're doing. Tomorrow, let me bring up the screen. We can talk for a moment if you want. It's called Phantom Breaker. But I'm done playing games for the moment. We can talk for a little bit if you want. So tomorrow at 11, I'm going to do my very best to stream the Jeff Keighley Gamescom thing. So at 11 o'clock, it's like the opening night of Gamescom. So if you want to watch that with somebody, I'll be here with my popcorn and we'll be watching all the new reveals. I think he said there was like 20 of them, 20 games we can see tomorrow. I already know a few of them don't sound like, I don't really give a shit about seeing updates to Destiny and stuff, but we'll see what they got. But then as per usual, we have a 3 o'clock stream. The current plan tomorrow is to play that game from the Life is Strange developer. I forget what it's called. I'm going to read some reviews, though, because if that's kind of slow, I want to play something kind of actiony that's more fun to stream. So if it turns out that that's not working, we'll play something faster. And then Friday's Max Payne. Maybe we'll put Max Payne tomorrow. We'll figure something out. But anyway, all right, fellas, that's Jaffe Stream for... God damn it, Jaffe. No, it's not the Jaffe Stream anymore. It's Gavin and Games. Oh, right. Okay, hang on. I'm going to look up Tattletale real quick. Hang on. Let's look this fucking thing up. I'm tired of being told about Tattletale. Squeaky fucking wheel gets the fucking grease. Hang on, we're looking up Tattletale right now. Here's Steam. I want to play this, Witch Eye. That looks pretty fun from Devolver. I think that comes out tomorrow, but let's look up fucking Tattletale. Hang on, Tattletale. There it is, $4 game. Tattletale. Very positive reviews. It's Christmas 1998. The world's most annoying toy just came out and yours won't stay in the box. Can you stop Tattletale from getting you in trouble before the bloodthirsty Mama Tattletale hunts you down? Let's look at the reviews. Make Tattletale 2. This has got to be a joke. This is like Garfield Racing, right? It's incredible. It's cool. Fun, scary game. I'm saying no. It's very soft no. Relies on the jump scare. VHS. Hopes were high. It wasn't enough to keep me playing. It's a good, scary game. Play now. All right. Do we want to play this? Do we give a fuck about this? I'm not playing it tonight. I'll put it on my wish list, man. We will absolutely play Tattletale. Just not tonight. I can't play anymore. Today's games was today's game. Again, man, I love what they're doing over there. I really enjoyed Red X Collection. I want to play more of it, but I don't like this idea that I got to solve a bunch of puzzles to advance. That's kind of annoying to me, but we'll see. But anyway, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate the great chat, the great conversation. I appreciate the super chats. Very courteous, very kind of you. And I will see you tomorrow at the 11 o'clock Gamescom stream, and or I will see you tomorrow at the 3 o'clock stream, where maybe we're going to substitute Max Payne for tomorrow. We might play Max Payne. We might play some more Resident Evil 4. Regardless, I'll see you soon. I can't speak. I hope you're doing well.